I could ask everyone to rise for the invocation. Pastor Neil Winchester is here from Believe Church. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
And the pledges, please continue to stand.
Okay, thank you so much for having me this morning. Let's pray. Precious God, as your word declares to us, you have established and ordained government to stifle evil and to grant what is good. And so as you have raised up these servants to the people, you've also called them to be ministers unto you. And so we pray that you will grant them this morning wisdom and direction in every decision that is made, that they may know how to shun evil, render what is right, and grant what is good unto your glory. We pray this now in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning, everybody.
It is 9:07. We have all commissioners and county judge present. We have a quorum. We're at 901 Leopard, and it is Wednesday, January the 10th, 9:07. So I am certifying that this meeting is called to order. Item D, do any commissioners have a disclosure of conflicts of interest on this agenda today? If you don't, you can also make this when anything comes up if you fail to remember. Item E, moving on to adopting resolutions and proclamations. E1, in recognition of the 54th Annual NAACP Freedom Fund Gala, honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. January 13th, I believe is the date. Yes, yes.
Whereas the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, is a civil rights organization that was established in 1909. The NAACP is the oldest and largest civil rights organization in America. Whereas it is the NAACP's mission to achieve equity, political rights, and social inclusion by advancing policies and practices that expand human and civil rights, eliminate discrimination, and accelerate the well-being, education, and economic security of Black people and all persons of color. Whereas Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an incomparable leader in the American civil rights movement, whose legacy embodies the very concepts of justice, truth, and equality. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Commissioners Court of Nueces County does hereby encourage the citizens of Nueces County to join the NAACP H. Boyd Hall Chapter number 6168 in Corpus Christi, Texas, on January 13th, 2024, for the 54th Annual Freedom Fund Gala honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Duly adopted by the vote of the Commissioners Court of Nueces County, Texas, on this 10th day of January 2024.
I'll accept a motion and a second. We have a motion. I'll make the motion in the second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. And it looks like our very own Miss King is going to speak. Would you like to come up and say something? Oh, well, very good. Let's just start. Yes.
And while y'all are there too, I got the email, but I want to make sure that the community is real clear on exactly the schedule. I know it's going to be open at 9, the march starts, but just kind of what's going on and everything, because this is a big day, and we're looking forward to being there.
This one's the gala, the Freedom
Oh, I'm
Gala.
sorry.
Sorry,
My bad.
that's the next one.
My bad.
Yes.
Yes. So yes, I'm Thea Kane, the first vice president of the NAACP here at the H. Boyd Hall chapter. And as mentioned, our vision is for an inclusive community rooted in liberation with civil and human rights for all. So the MLK Gala, of course, is to commemorate and to remember everything that Dr. Martin Luther King has done for all Americans, as well as to thank our supporters of the NAACP. So we appreciate the passion that our community has for justice for all people, especially here in our South Texas region. Our gala will be this Saturday at the Ortiz Center beginning at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did she say you have multiple people, or is, yes?
Good morning, y'all. I'm the second vice president of the NAACP, East Board Hall 6168, and we thank Commissioners Court for honoring our gala. It's going to be a big event. I believe we either close to selling out or sold out. So we appreciate y'all honoring us, and we're going to continue to do the justice for our local community, and hopefully one day we'll put Corpus Christi on the map. Thank you all.
Thank you. Anyone else, or is that, that's all? Well, we have our resolution. If you'd like to come up and take a photo, we would be honored if you would do another one with us. I know this is an annual event, but we're quite honored to do this every year. Yes. Stand back here. Okay.
Come on in there.
Commissioner, how are you?
How are you, sir? Thank you all very much.
Thank you, ladies.
for being here. Thank you.
Thank
And then moving on to item number 2, in recognition of the 2024 Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration and Commemorative March, January 15th. And we are so very thrilled that you all are coming back to the courthouse. This was something we were honored to have. We are happy to have you coming back here. So thank you very much for doing that. We want to have it every year.
Coming back here and staying
Every year.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, let's, yeah, please, thank you.
We understand that.
Yeah, okay. Don't take that one away from us again, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Whereas each year in the month of January, the Corpus Christi alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated comes together to commemorate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And because this celebration march reminds us of our interdependence and reaffirms Delta Sigma Theta sorority's commitment to the betterment of our communities throughout civility and service. And whereas Dr. King was quoted as saying, "The function of education is to teach and to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education." And because of the women of Delta Sigma Theta sorority want to use their collective strength to promote academic excellence, provide scholarships, offer support to the underserved, educate and stimulate participation in the establishment of positive public policy, highlights issues, and provides solutions for problems in their communities. Whereas Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the Corpus Christi alumni chapter, will be organizing the 2024 Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday Celebration and Commemorative March with the theme of "It Starts With Me, Shifting the Cultural Climate" on January 15th, 2024. Now therefore be it resolved that the Commissioners Court of Nueces County hereby declares that January 15th, 2024, as the Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday Celebration and Commemorative March, and further encourages the citizens of Nueces County to join the Corpus Christi alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. on this spectacular occasion, duly adopted by the vote of Commissioners Court, Nueces County, Texas, on this 10th day of January, 2024.
We have a motion. We have a motion, a second.
Second.
A second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes. And Stephanie, come on.
Good morning, and thank you for having us here today. And we are glad to be back here at the county courthouse. That was initially started with Marcia Hardiman and Judge Lloyd Neal.
Oh, wow.
So we are very excited to have the Racial Justice Forum start that morning with YWCA at 10 a.m., and then we'll commence with the start of the program in the Central Jury Room as we prepare to march.
Very good. And I'm so sad I'm going to miss the march this year. It was my hope Ms. King let you all know that I'm unfortunately having to be out of town, but I am very happy you are back here at the courthouse and hope to do it as
We will
Commissioner Chesney
continue.
says, every year. So
That's our
thank you.
plan.
And I wanted to say, we really sincerely mean that. I mean, it was nice at the city last year, but it just, it's not their event. It's something that we take very much pride in having it here, have for many years. And I've got to tell you, my son got mad at me last year because he was asleep when I left, and he was ticked that I didn't wake him up. And he said, "Dad, if you do that to me again, you're in trouble." So I texted him already and said, "Okay, just letting you know now, you can't sleep in." And he said, "Thanks," because he really looks forward to that as well. So I'm really super happy. I mean, I was really upset about it last year, not having it here, because it's just such a big event for this community and this county. And we represent all of Nueces County. I get the city has a bigger budget, but Nueces County, we represent everybody in Nueces County, and everybody in Nueces County takes great pride in this event. So I can't tell you how much we appreciate you working with us and coming back here. And if we need to sign something blood oath or something, we'll do that too. But we're really happy to have it back, and I appreciate y'all doing that as well. And so thank you for putting this on.
And I want to apologize, because every year I look at photos in a beautiful January weather, usually short sleeve.
God, no kidding.
And we got to be prepared on Monday, because it's
Gotta
going to be
bundle
pretty
up.
cold.
Yes, it is.
And it is a different route.
A much shorter route, a different route, yes. The
So-
organ is being installed at the Church of the Good Shepherd, but we will still continue and go to Mount Zion, which is 3-4 blocks away. So it'll be a brisk walk,
And
brisk cold walk,
Brisk
that you must
cold walk,
bundle up.
yeah.
and
Yeah, hopefully
prepare
no
for.
ice on the road, otherwise, let's go. As long as there's not ice on the road, we'll be okay. We'll just hope for no moisture, and we'll all bundle up and layer up, and
It should be dry.
hopefully, all right.
And I need to give a little bit of credit here to the sheriff as well, Sheriff Hooper, because we haven't been able to have your other meeting at 10 in sight in the past. And we were walking last year, and he said, "Connie, let's get it in the building. We can have extra security here, open up the courthouse, let them have the central jury room." He said, "We need to do this." So the sheriff needs credit for that too, and we're very thankful that he was willing to put forth and make sure we had people here to take care of that too.
Yes,
So,
spoke with them for confirmation on yesterday.
Yes,
So yes,
good.
thank you again.
Very good.
Collaboration is a beautiful word.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we have this for you all as well, so if you want to come up and,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Did you want to speak?
Our president
Judge,
is here
Yes,
as well.
sorry, I saw you come in.
Do you
I
want,
also want to let
I
them
think
know
I
that
said
I
that.
probably won't make it to the march, because I am expecting a knee surgery on my right knee, total knee replacement, so I'll be limping along if I do go. and probably-
No
we'll
marching
row
for
you along
him.
if we need to.
So, but I am
Yes.
sorry, I'm going to miss.
Tell you, sorry, Stephanie, sorry, I
No,
saw you
no.
were coming in. and
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
so
sorry I'm
very
late. I was
sorry.
coming from a
That's
dentist
okay,
appointment,
that's
so
okay.
I'll smile, show my pearly
Yes.
whites. My name is Nikila Pradier. I'm the current president of the Corpus Christi Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. I just want to kind of echo what Stephanie said, echo Commissioner Chesney and Commissioner Modis's comments about returning to the courthouse. We're happy to be back. We appreciate the hospitality, and we're very much looking forward to Monday. So thank you.
Thank you very much. If y'all come forward.
Yeah.
Good morning. Glad you made it. Everything going
Hey, we're gonna get it written.
there you go. That's like a blood oath. Yeah. And they can, yeah, right on. Yeah, right.
Oh, Jack, you gotta move over. I'm blocking you. You need to move to the right, Jack.
This way? I'll stand on my tiptoes.
All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Yes.
Judge Scott and to the commissioners, I just want to echo the information and the invitation about our racial forum that will be happening at 10:30 on Monday. I'm just kind of giving a shout out and an invite to everyone. In our times now, we are having lots of racial issues. And so coming together to try to put together some type of response to what has been going on in the last few years is so, so important. And it is a racial injustice forum. And so we would like to invite everyone who can spare a moment to come. We have some great speakers that are going to be involved in our forum. And so I just want to encourage everyone that now that we need to come together as a nation, come together as a state, and more importantly here, come together as a community to try to help solve our problems rather than exacerbate them. So thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't mind if we sneak out, right?
No, please.
Thank you.
It's not sneaking when you tell people.
Well, we just have some other.
I understand. Thank you, ma'am.
Thought we'd already done it from the previous one. Okay. Okay, then do I have the public comment? Yes. Okay. Judge Benavides, if you want to start, I know you're probably busy and need somewhere to go, so I'll start with you. Yes, thank you.
Joe Benavides, 410 Atlantic Street, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78404. To the Honorable County Judge and Honorable Commissioners, I'm here just to speak on behalf of the Youth Odyssey program. And it's a great impact to our community in regards to the truancy issues we have here in the county of Nueces. And I'm just here to recommend, I know there's a MOU that's going to be discussed later on with Judge Pena, Secretary, but I just wanted to let everyone know, the court, that Youth Odyssey is a very important organization that deals with our truancy issues we have here in the county of Nueces. And hopefully we still continue to have Youth Odyssey in our programs to combat the epidemic problems we have here with truancy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hal George.
Good morning, Judge Scott, members of the Commissioners Court. I'm Hal George, 5350 South Staples. I represent the Nueces County Emergency Services District number 4. We are here, obviously, because we were shocked by your action on December the 13th of not reappointing Jeff Atwood as a commissioner. We're still trying to understand how that happened. We're just kind of amazed. Mr. Atwood will speak a little bit later and tell you about his credentials, but he's been involved in firefighting for 41 years. He started when he was 16 years old. He spent 17 years on the board of our district. He's been on the board of other districts. I understand from looking at the video of the meeting, there was a question about whether he was attending board meetings. The facts are, and I believe Mr. Garza has sent you an email, Mr. Atwood missed 5 meetings out of 25 in his last term. 5 out of 25. 4 of those were because of surgery and recovery from that surgery. One of them was during COVID, which is pretty understandable. We believe that he brings a great deal of experience. I've represented governmental bodies since 1971, and I understand the need for a fresh look at things, but I also understand you need historical perspective. You need the memory of somebody that's been around, and that's what we're missing with Mr. Atwood gone. Now, as I indicated to you, my background is in city government, basically. I still represent some cities. I also represent 3 or 4 ESDs. when I represent cities, and I say that because I do not represent counties, and I don't recall that I've ever represented any county except maybe once in a condemnation case. So I don't know if your rules are the same as our rules, but in city government, when something happens that you look at and you say that was something we would like to reverse, at the very next meeting, you can do a motion to reconsider. I understand from your agenda how you feel compelled not to address anything. I think you could address a coming agenda item at your next meeting. Make a motion to reconsider, a second to have it on the next agenda and reconsider your appointment. Be glad to take any questions if you have any.
Thank you, sir. And in public comment, we can't do questions or answer.
I
or comment.
understand.
Yeah, okay.
I understand.
So we don't want to act like we're being rude, but no, we can't. Thank you.
I understand, and I think that's the quickest I've ever gone through 3 minutes.
Thank
And
you.
Judge, just to get some clarification, do we have that rule, Ms. Dorsey? Does that apply to us?
Commissioners, if this was simply reconsidering a vote where someone was not appointed to a board that was an independent board, it might be different. We issued an advisory in January of 2023 regarding another ESD removal. I will be recirculating that advisory later today, but I believe I would just defer to that as my advice to the Commissioners Court.
I don't know what that advice was because I don't have that in front of me, so I don't know what you're telling me. But at the end of the day, if misinformation was given and a member hasn't been sworn in, again, I've slept since that advisory. That was a year ago. I haven't seen it in a year. So I don't know what you're referring to, but we can always make a motion to reconsider anything, in my opinion, that someone hasn't been sworn into for anything anywhere. And unless you show me a law that says we can't.
Not in public comment, though.
No, but I'm not.
Sorry, yeah, we will have to bring this back
Right,
for
I'm not-
another
I'm just-
meeting, so there's no reason to discuss
I'm
anymore.
not addressing them. I'm just.
The advisory will be circulated, and we'll talk about the things that are requisite for removal of an ESD board member.
But if they haven't been sworn in, it's not removal, Jenny. That's what I'm saying.
That was my question.
And that's something we can address.
Right. That's
Jenny,
what I'm asking you
And when
to.
I spoke to you this morning, that was my question to you. If
Exactly.
they hadn't been sworn in, you know.
And you didn't know whether they had at that
I wanted
time.
to make sure.
Okay.
Okay,
So that would be the,
so we can address this, and she will send the information, our attorney will give us information, we will have to put it back on an agenda, whoever wants to bring this back up, I know, so there's no more discussion that we can have today, so it's really a moot point, so moving forward, we will have it on the next agenda if this gets clarified, so. Ernest Garza. You're already there, ready, yes, sorry.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. My name is Ernest Garza. I'm a local CPA, work a lot of governmental entities, 4530 White Oak, Corpus Christi, Texas. It was brought to my attention on your December 13th, 2023 meeting regarding the Nueces County ED number 4 appointments, specifically our president, Mr. Jeff Atwood, had attendance issues. I was asked to review the prior minutes because I attend all the meetings. I take those minutes. And so reviewing those, I feel like I'm not sure who gave you the information, but you did not get, a discussion was made about his attendance, and that wasn't a full accurate response. I reviewed the last 2 years, and out of 25 meetings, as Mr. Al George said, there were five meetings he missed, so he's been there 80% of the time. So I think that was misleading information that you were provided. I believe you need to know that. It would be a critical information on your appointment decision. Mr. Atwood's been president, not just with the ESD number 4 for many years. He was the fire chief for RTFC for about 10 years. He was our president at Nueces County's D number 1, Annaville, for many years. Mr. Atwood has over 40 years of working fire and being a paramedic. serving our county. I just want to state the facts for you and give you full disclosure. And I have copies of minutes. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Atwood?
Thank you for the opportunity to come up and speak with you all this morning. My name is Jeff Atwood. I live at 5888 Hidden Valley Loop. I'm here to talk about my reappointment to Nueces County ESD number 4 in regard to your December 13th, 2023 regular board meeting. I'd like to talk to you about my experience first. I started volunteering when I was 16 years old in 1984 with the Annabelle Volunteer Fire Department. I have over 10 years' experience as a volunteer fireman with Annabelle. I was appointed to Nueces County ESD number 1 Board of Commissioners and served on that board for over 12 years. 8 of those years, I was the board president. In 2006, I resigned my position at ESD number 1, and my family moved to a new home in the Blunzer community. Not long after I was in our new home, I was approached by some folks in the community and was asked if I would submit an application to be a part of the Nueces County ESD number 4. Soon thereafter, I did that. And in 2006, I was appointed to Nueces County ESD number 4. In 2008, I was asked by the board to be board president of that board. So I accepted that position, and for the last 17 years, I've served on that board. In 1988, I began my career in emergency response services. I was hired by Refinery Terminal Fire Company. I've held the position of firefighter, driver, captain, training officer, division chief, assistant chief, deputy chief, and fire chief of Refinery Terminal Fire Company. As fire chief at RTFC, I had 122 employees that worked for me. I had 7 fire stations I oversaw. I oversaw a $14 million a year budget. I retired after 24 years with RTFC to help manage a family business. I hold certifications as a firefighter, a Marine firefighter, a training officer, a hazardous materials technician, a confined space and rescue technician. I'm a certified incident commander, a certified emergency medical technician, and a certified paramedic. For 41 years, I've served the fire and EMS service in Nueces County. I've tried to take the skills and knowledge that God has given me and help the community that I live in. This court was misinformed and misled. Do I need to
The
stop?
time, you need to wrap it up.
Okay.
Couple of seconds.
This court was misled and misinformed in your December 13th meeting. I asked the court to reconsider the decision not to reappoint me to Nueces County ESD number 4. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Paul Swetzel?
Paul
Swedish.
I'm Paul Swedish, 5481 Sunrise Trail. I am a commissioner with Chief Atwood, or Jeff Atwood, out there at ESD number 4. I'm here to talk about his qualifications and what he's done for the organizations since we started out there. Him and I were appointed about 17 years ago together, and what we walked into and where we're at today are leaps and bounds. But we're not done yet. And the problem that we have out there right now is we're making changes. We want to grow, we want to develop, and there's people that are out there that don't like change, don't want to change. Well, we're moving forward. We have to move forward. That area is growing a tremendous amount out there. And so Jeff Atwood, keep calling him Chief Atwood because I worked with him at RTSC for 34 years. But anyway, we need that type of leadership out there. I know that, change is good, but also the experience that he brings in the fire service and in the EMS service. That's what we're out there for. So please reappoint or, consider reappointing him to the board. We need that. He's been president majority of the time out there and has pushed the department forward. A lot of us still have full-time jobs. We don't have the time necessary to put 100% into it. He puts 100% into it. He has that ability working for the family business. He has a little bit more flexibility. Some of us still have a full-time job, so it's difficult to make. I was in the same boat. I missed 5 meetings out of the last 25, but I have to take time off of work to do that. It's a volunteer basis. So please reconsider reappointing him to the board. He does a great job. He has done a fantastic job over the last 17 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief Clack?
Hello, Commissioners and Judge. I'm just here to speak on behalf of Jeff Atwood. In 2001, I'm not sure it was the right decision, but he was our ESD Board President for Nueces County ESD 1. And him and the rest of the board made the decision to hire me and bring me down here and take over this organization. And he helped us lead Nueces County ESD 1 to where it is today. And I think he's doing the same thing out there. He is cares about the community, and that's what he's here for. And sometimes that does cause issues, but he's in it for the community, and I support what he's done, and I hope y'all do too. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, Judge? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about what we're talking about Mr. Atwood. I just want to offer my apologies to Mr. Atwood and to the rest of the members. I had no knowledge of, just from what I was told, okay? And we do want to rectify this problem.
I think this is public comment, and if we address this later, that will be the opportunity for that. So I am going to move on. Are there any other?
I wanted to make a motion to reconsider. I don't know if I'll allow the.
This
if
is
we can
in
ask-
public comment. It's not on the agenda. We will have to put it on the agenda for the next meeting. Yes. So we shouldn't be talking about all of this. So I'm sorry, I'm going to move forward, but we can put it on the next agenda.
Can we get the attorney to say that, to say it?
Yeah.
Say it into the
In
mic.
public comment, you can respond that you can put an item on the next agenda. You can make statements of fact,
Okay.
but
Then I make
a back and forth and
Does it need to be in a form of a motion then to put on the next agenda?
Oh, I didn't know you could even do that in public
I'm
comment.
asking.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
And I'm drafting an email now to put it on, or
I think
Commissioner
we're
Hernandez.
all
can
in
insist.
you can simply
agreement
put it on
to-
the next
Okay.
agenda. You don't have to
Yeah.
make a
Did we
motion.
not discuss this morning?
We did, sir, and we're working on finding the
Well, that's what I'm
answer.
saying.
And
I
it
mean-
was unknown at that time whether the swearing in
But what I'm
has
saying is,
taken
Jenny,
place.
it's in my precinct. I'm trying to correct the problem that was created.
We will, Commissioner, probably in the next meeting.
At the next meeting.
Well, that's
We
what,
have to bring it up,
that's
But
what I'm
we just
waiting
can't,
for.
but,
an item.
and again, I'm not trying to.
This is too much
I don't
back
have
and
to do
forth
it, but I mean,
on an
I would
item
say that we
that
need
we
to give
shouldn't.
direction at some point to not swear anybody in, because that's a problem. So I don't know how to address
Research is
this.
ongoing on whether the swearing in is pivotal or not. So I don't have an answer for whether the swearing in makes a difference.
Okay, so
But this will be discussed
Commissioner
at
Hernandez,
our next
you're
meeting.
gonna put it on
So,
the next agenda?
Yes, I am. I've already been talking to the county attorney about it, okay?
So-
It's a problem, and I want to correct it.
is there anyone here who did not have the opportunity to speak in public comment that did not sign up? You can do so right now if you would just state your name and your address. There being none, we will move on with our agenda. Thank you. The consent agenda, do any commissioners have any items they wish to pull for this? I want to pull item K.
you.
If
Sandra.
you, oh, yeah, where is our trash can? Oh, moved out with the cleaning. Are there any items anybody wants to pull out of the consent agenda other than item K?
Okay.
I have a question to ask the attorney on K. If not, then I will accept a motion to pass the consent agenda excluding item K. I will make the motion. Let me clarify.
Amendment on the Catholic Charities, the dollar amount.
Oh, and so we need to pull the Catholic Charities.
Which is H what?
It will be
H4.
H4.
So just pull H4. And you said K, Judge?
Yes.
Okay.
H4 and K. So I'll accept a motion to pass the consent agenda excluding item K and H4.
I make that motion, Judge.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Moving to H4, there was just a discrepancy. There was a typo. It should be $900 for Commissioner Precinct 2. Modest, yes. It should be $900, 3, sorry. And it has 500, so just want to correct that number and accept a motion to pass that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The same sign. Jag and Modis.
But what was he saying? What was the motion?
Oh, to correct the amount from 500 to 900 on there was a typo on the contribution amount, the level,
From Precinct 3.
precinct 3.
Okay.
And then on item K, I received a note that we had to post. We posted that when we did it originally. We have to repost it again?
Judge, I believe that if I could ask the court to hold for a moment and give us a moment to communicate with the clerk on that.
We
It may
asked
be that
before we
could
put it
do-
on there, and it was since in the discussion, and we looked at the video, Commissioner Chesney said, just give it the next number. And so we
Right.
just moved, it had already been posted, it had already been put out
Exactly.
in the paper, so we were told no, that you didn't have to, that it was a simple, just to assign the number, the 129.
The only part to establish now is that you need to pick a date by which notice can be sent to the affected voters. We've made that question to Ms. Sands, and I'm just waiting on a response. It's not the February date, but if she could do it by a January 12th, a January 13th, then it couldn't take, then it, she
thought-
just needs to send them notice.
I thought Kevin needed it done immediately. That's why we're putting this back on to clarify,
Yeah.
because I thought this was all done. I don't know why we're doing it again. So what,
Kevin was behind on his notification, and that's the reason it was brought to our attention. We had to have the number assigned.
yeah, I thought we did all this months ago, and this should have been taken care of, so I don't really know why we're doing it again. But
Well, what
I'll
if-
make whatever motion you want me to make contingent upon whatever you want to make it, so that we don't have to come back again and do it again.
I would just ask that you hold until we find out a date by which the clerk can send out notice to affected voters, which should be shortly in January, as far as what she can factually do.
Can we just not say can we not just pass this based on whatever that date is that you and the county clerk agree to, so that we can put this to bed? Because, again, I thought this was done, so.
That sounds adequate, Commissioner, and then probably by the end of the day, we could come back and announce what date
Just
that is
so
on
we
the
don't
record.
forget or whatever. So my motion would be that we ratify the order.
Commissioner, I'm sorry, just an quick
That's okay.
interjection. I just got word from Kara that the county clerk's office doesn't send the notice to the voters, Kevin does. She
That's
just
why.
sends it to the
Right,
Secretary of State.
yeah.
So I can make that inquiry with Kevin Kieschnick
Right,
right
and
now.
he's ready to go. He's told you, Judge,
He's
right? He's
told-
ready to go.
he-
So I would
He
say
had to sign an emergency.
a motion to ratify an order that we already did before regarding specifically division of voting precinct 8 into voting precincts 8 and 129 in compliance with the Texas Election Code. Again, regarding reviewing precincts for compliance, and that the notification can be subject to the agreement between the county attorney and tax assessor collector.
I'll second that motion.
That's sufficiently said, Jenny?
Yes, and then if I get confirmation back, I just sent the email,
Okay.
then,
Yeah, he's ready to go as far as I know.
If he hasn't already sent them out, he was preparing
So
to send
whatever the
out
date
because
is
they
that's
had to
agreed to.
send. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Moving on to our regular agenda. Item A1, receive updates, if any, regarding the Bob Paul Pier project and all matters.
Judge, just real quickly, sorry, it's not to the page. In the, what I've asked for the court and for the public is that, although I don't see it, it was emailed to everybody. I've asked for Scott Harris to provide, did everybody get the email that was sent around? Emily emailed it to everyone. Yeah, it was not very long, right, yeah, it's not in my book for some reason, but I've seen it. And basically, I've asked him to give us an update to put in the agenda for every meeting so that you as a court and the public knows what the progress is. And Judge, I was gonna read that, but I don't have it. Can I? Sorry, thank you, so if I can just
We
read that.
may also suggest that these updates, if you're going to do this all the time, they get here a little bit quickly, so we can post them also with the agenda item for it, if it's just going to be an update like this half pager.
Yeah, I thought it was, maybe he didn't get it on time to you, but anyway, that, we definitely will, and he knows now to do it. This was
Yeah.
the first one. Yeah, that's absolutely, because I got a couple of last minute things too that I get it. The project update is very small, and I want to read that. Jacobs Engineering continues to work on the design, working towards 100% delivery to LAN on or about March 1. The LAN team, which is LAN, Hanson, FNI, will review the design and deliver comments to Jacobs within 1 week. Jacobs will address any last-minute comments and present 100% design to the Coastal Parks Board Commissioners Court per board calendars. Coastal Parks and Balcones, the biologist, and Jacobs are actively responding to comments from U.S. Fish and Wildlife received through the USACE. The permit is still not complete based on those comments. We have standing progress meetings this is not we, but the team has progress meetings every other Thursday. The next meeting is January 11th, where we will get an update on the permit and design, including the schedules for both, which means we will have that for the January 17th update, and they know they need to get this in sooner. But like I say, this was the first one of these that we asked for, and they should be coming back to the court and for the public to see on a regular basis. And I apologize for that not getting in sooner, but that's just when we got it.
True, and I apologize for stating that you should get it in.
No, you're right.
Because we have back-to-back meetings next week, so yesterday was the deadline for that posting as well. But if you get it to us, we can get it attached before it goes out Friday to the public. So if you could get us an update, any changes to this.
Right, well, Scott's here, he heard you, so
I know,
he'll
that's
get you
why
some. No,
I'm
no,
telling.
yeah.
I was talking to him personally, so.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, Judge. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions or want to talk to him? I know this is just an update, so if we all have it, are we good to go? Anybody have any questions for
So
them?
1 and 2 the same thing, or what?
No, number 2 is coming up, and Scott Cross, you are here. Moving on then to item number 2, discuss and consider the award and execution of engineering services contract with LAN, and I will turn it over to you.
This is for the Restore grant, the $7.5 million grant we got. So this is the engineering for that. We RFQ'd that, scored it, brought that to you, made the recommendation. Now we're bringing the actual contract back to you for approval so we can get notice to proceed and start working.
And again, this is all grant funded,
Yeah.
including this,
Yep.
these engineering services.
Yep,
So
no
just-
cost to the county.
Right, yeah, so, and it was a $7 million
7.5.
grant. And again, these are all paid for by the grant, no request by the county, so I would move passage of this, please.
Motion to award and execute this contract. So we have a motion and a second. All those
Just real quickly, just again, tell the public and the court what you're going to be doing with this. Remind, because this is a big deal,
Okay,
$7.5 million, and I just want to not blow through it super fast, but kind of quick.
Okay, so it's been a long process. Commissioner, I know you know that. Some of you other commissioners have been working on this for a very long time, 6, 7 years, since we got the award to get to this point. But we're going to be making improvements to both IB McGee and Padre Bayou Park with this funds. That's enhanced recreational vehicle sites, tent camping sites, restrooms, showers, facilities, public facilities, stuff like that. The bad thing about this is that when this budget was established, when I wrote this thing 7 or 8 years ago, we know that money's not going to go as far as it would.
Right.
So we'll work with the engineer. Scott Harris is here if you want to get any questions, and Michael. And what we'll do is we'll take a base bid item, and then we'll do additive alternates. That way we can kind of a la carte and pick what we can afford with the budget we have. And so that's just the way we're going to have to go about it because things cost so much more nowadays.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Well, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Thank you. Item number 3, discuss and consider granting electrical utility easement and right-of-way across the county-owned property near East Cotter Avenue to AEP. And that's you too, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's why I'm waiting. I
I
didn't
was
want to
like,
interrupt.
go ahead, Scott.
Okay, so evidently, I didn't even know we had this property. Georgia Neblet's the one that brought it to my attention. It's a 1.3 acre in holding that's behind IB McGee Park. It's not contiguous with us, and so the way I understand it from her, under Judge Shamsi, they got that property at one point thinking they were going to build a museum for the World War II gun mounts over there, but it's always been there. So as they're building these dorms, they need utility easements to get over to where they're building those cottages and dorms. And this is an AEP easement. It's a standard request we do these. Okay.
I'll second, or go ahead, Chesney, second. Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Judge, hold on, Scott, hold on.
Go ahead.
I need to go back, I apologize. I had a question that I need to ask back on 2. What are we doing on project management? I don't, are we dividing, we're not putting it all under one, right?
No, we do have another sub for project management.
And who is that?
We're going to use Scott Mears.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. And so the number in,
He's there for all of them.
the number is pretty large in this contract.
Well, there's a basic number, but there's these additives. In other words, if we have to do additional survey work, there's a number allotted for that.
Okay, so this is a pretty large number for just an engineering contract.
Yes.
It's the Restore Act grant, but I can't remember. It comes from the federal government.
It's Treasury, Department of Treasury.
I can't remember which one, Treasury.
BP, the BP oil spill.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one.
So I'm a little concerned about the number on here. And if you're going to add, my anticipation would have covered everything. So
No,
I thought it was.
That
I thought
number
that's what you said.
includes
Yes.
the project manager underneath that.
and okay, that's what I'm trying to clarify. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm
Did
saying
I
that correct, aren't I? Yeah.
Did I?
So,
Two project managers.
Okay, so did I?
I mean, I'll
see-
let Scott speak to the numbers. I mean, the budget is the budget. It's already been pre-approved by Treasury.
No, but I'm just saying, I thought that would include everything that would be needed, not, because you're saying additives, surveying everything.
Oh, no, I'm talking about construction additives, not when we actually go to construct stuff. Because if I'm gonna
Prices.
build so many linear feet of walking trails, well, I may not be able to build that many linear feet now that the price points have changed since the budget was established, with the cost of materials and construction going up.
Okay, so the additives do not, because that would have been my request, is to put Mears in on this. It sounds like you've already got it, and he's gonna be a subcontractor of this contract, and there's not gonna be more for him. That's gonna come out of this number.
No, no.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, everything else goes outside of the engineering dollar.
That's all they
Everything
have
else
to
goes
say.
to construction. It's basically
Where does-
almost
where-
2/3.
Where does Mears' fee come from? This number?
Yeah,
Okay.
underneath that number.
So in this number, which is huge,
Mm-hmm.
so that's gonna be project management, which he's gonna do, which is gonna be separate than engineering,
Yes.
right? Because we like to do that,
Yes.
right? We don't want the same people overseeing, it's kind of like fox watching the chicken
Yeah.
coop, no offense to anybody meant, just in general. And so any of this, I'm gonna call them the soft cost, is covered in this, and there's not gonna be any additional for whatever else has to be done that's besides in a bid. Like, let's talk about the surveying that you said. Is that included in this?
Yes, there's a number in there for additional surveying if needed.
Okay, so
Under
all
that.
the soft, I just want to get this on record. All the soft costs are in here, and they're all gonna be subcontractors of land,
Yes.
right?
Saying that correctly, right? Correct.
And then the construction budget will be, obviously, from the rest of the 7.5 million.
Correct, correct. The construction budget is 6 point something million. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but, that's where I was talking about additives, alternate additives, because we may not be able to build everything we said we were gonna build when we really originally did this budget, because the budget was done 7, 8 years ago.
Okay. No, I get that. I just want to make sure that there's no additional soft costs coming, because we've had that happen before. So we put that clearly on the record, and all the engineering, all the project management, all the surveying, everything up to construction is in this, and there'll be no more.
Turkey upgrade.
Turnkey, that's the word.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're pretty strict with this. This budget is solid. I mean, if we have to make an addition or a deduction, we can't do more than 10% overall, not per line item, under this program. So these numbers are pretty solid, they're pretty tight.
No, they're real tight, because this is it. Like, this has got to be it. No more additions to the soft cost. If it is, it comes out of this number, and it doesn't get added. That's what I'm getting to. I want more for construction, just like you do, and less for, no offense, for engineers and project managers. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and we also have our grant admin that's already been done, and it's not under that number. It's part of the overall award too that's being done. Grant Works is doing the grant admin on this.
Okay.
So,
No, wait, all right, hold on. Is that in here too?
no, that's already been awarded. You already awarded that. That's a separate number.
From the Restore Act?
It's a done
Yep.
deal.
So they, and what was that number?
Commissioner, I think it was, gosh, it was about I want to say 190 something.
190,000?
Yep.
Okay. And that's based on what? What did that come out, like on a percentage? Was it a percentage?
Yeah,
Was
that's
it
the way they do it.
So if it was, hold on a minute, let's just do that for a second. So if the total,
It's all grant funded.
no, I get it, but I mean, so 7.5 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say it was 200,000, right? Divided by 7.5 million. That's about what, 2.5%?
You're doing the math. I can't do it in my head
That's
like
fine.
that.
I'm just checking, because, look, this is grant money, but it's still taxpayer money. It's
Yeah.
just not county taxpayer
Well,
money.
actually,
We
it's
gotta
not taxpayer money, because actually it's penalty awards from the BP oil spill. That was BP, yeah.
Okay, so that was settlement money.
Yeah.
Fair,
Settlement.
but it's
It's
still taxpayer money.
Yeah, it comes
It's-
to us.
Yeah,
What
because it
comes
came
to us
back
is
to
ours.
the
Okay.
taxpayer. But I mean, I get it, it's not coming, they're not printing this money.
No.
They're getting this money, but it's still taxpayer money. Okay, that's fine, then we've clarified that. This is it, this is all, everything's been awarded, and everything else goes to construction.
Correct.
Beautiful, okay, thank you.
Run,
Thank you, Judge,
don't
sorry
walk.
about that.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Wait, just kidding.
I said run.
Yeah, you better hurry.
Item number 4, discuss and consider approval of renewal of Lone Star unmanned aircraft systems. And I believe we have Mr. Sanders and Mr. Payne here as well. Go ahead, Dee, sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just here if anybody has any questions.
It's an interlocal agreement, and I think we're all in favor. I'll make the motion to pass. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hernandez, seconded, sorry. We do some of these quick.
I just want to say,
I thought
Judge,
you seconded, right? Yeah.
I know you had your staff, I was out there and my assistant a few months ago, and it was amazing to see these. You think the drones, you think of the kind of commercial grade, the ones that you could buy at a store or something, and these are huge. I mean, the wingspan's 14 feet wide, it's,
The one thing that's really cool about their program, they're one of 7 in the nation
Right.
that can fly in that national airspace. You can hear me.
In
So-
the nation that can fly in that
Yes,
space,
in
and
the
I remember
nation.
when that was awarded to here
Yeah,
locally, it's a big
and
deal, so we
From
want
the
to.
beginning of this contract, when it was done way back in 2018, a lot of stuff has happened since then. The technology's gotten bigger, better, so we want to make sure that we have folks like these in our back pocket, so if we need them, we've got them and we don't have to go looking for them at that time.
Yeah, no, it was, I mean, the infrared, I mean, all the sensors they use, even during broad day, I remember it was a beautiful sunny day, they were out there and still able to use the different cameras that they have. And they were talking about just using it for emergency response, just for all kinds of applications that they have. And most, if not all, of the pilots there mentioned that they all have military experience. They were formerly in the military before getting these civilian jobs and now working on their behalf. So it's just a great partnership. It's a great resource to have. And the fact that we get them to fly out of the county airport in Robstown every so often is pretty neat.
We're glad to have them.
Yes.
Thanks.
Very nice.
Good job, ma'am. Thank you.
We did a motion in a second. Did we do the vote too? We did the vote too. Okay, I was like, I forget. Item number 5, moving on, approve the interlocal agreement for a period of 1 year, beginning January 1 through December 31st between San Patricio County. Yes, we have a motion, and it is paid for by the sheriff's office. I will go ahead and say 2, so I will second that motion. And all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Thank you very much. And item number 6, receive an update from Anna, not Lulu, on all ARPA projects and other matters.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. And basically, the attachment was kind of a revise that we've been showing this past few updates, where it shows the allocated, unallocated, reallocated amounts. And based on that, we also sent an attachment, including an attachment that we did get a refund on one of the nonprofit organizations, so that's $49,000 that's available, and that was one of the attachments. The third attachment was how we came up with, the breakdown of how we came up with the reallocated amounts for the piping, the sewer piping, and then the reallocation of the roof, the county courthouse roof.
Okay, so
Is there any questions on those?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what I get from this report on the whole amount that was unallocated, that we're gonna reallocate probably to the roof and the piping, it's $8,400,421, right?
At
So-
that,
So.
At
so
that
re-
date.
on July 26, 2023.
Right, 27, 26, 23. So the roofing right now, we're kind of allocating the 4,297,255.88. And the piping, it's 4,632,165.62. So that takes away all the $8 million that we unallocated from other projects, right?
That would use up everything except for at the balance
the
at the bottom,
49
the 49,000.
49,000.
Yes, at that time, yes.
So the 49,000 still sits there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, this is good. I'm glad that finally we got something to show the allocations, unallocated and all that. The 49,000, of course, we know we still have the jail rule that we need probably need some money, at least 550,000 for the jail roof.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
And I guess, when one comes, I think he's gonna work it out in a different area as far as like a maintenance area that he's gonna try to, so we can cover this thing out too. But right now, if any other monies come up, we still can use those monies for the jail roof, right? Any monies come in for whatever reason.
If we're unallocating, as long as they're allocated by December 31st, 2024.
December 31st.
Yes, sir. That's the final allocation.
To use it, but.
Yeah, they become unallocated, or become, leftover, right?
Leftovers.
Leftover if jobs
Right.
are completed, yes.
Okay, all right, so that's good, I really appreciate the report. Appreciate the,
So,
probably answer most of my questions.
yeah, so are we gonna go over this? This is a different one? all this? Because I'm like super, or is this just a, I'm still trying, have we gotten a report back on what we think we need for the roof yet? I mean, I know we got all this back
That's
up.
going to be on it has it's a different, separate item on the agenda. The roof thing, that's going on the next, Juan's coming to talk about that, and Govan will be here too.
I'm just going
Next
over
meeting?
No, here,
Today?
today,
Okay. Because
yes.
I know we have all this backup, I'm just trying to figure
Yeah.
out. And has the consultant looked at that we hired, Texas State Roofing?
No,
to
they
see-
haven't responded, he hasn't responded at all, but we'll talk about that when we get to
Okay.
that agenda item,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Getting everything
This is
convoluted.
roughly the numbers we have, and, you know, we're gonna.
We were basically on this just showing where the money came for that was allocated to the sewer pipes and where the money came from that was allocated to the roof project. The roof project meant our roofs here, the courthouse and the jail, whatever. But this was all the money that we had for it, and we haven't gone out for bids or the other assessment. Then we have another project, we have potential funds that is going to be for another item when we were looking at funding sources for Grant Works and their contracts. So these are all three separate things that are
Yes.
very confusing when you try to do them all as one. So let's keep them, this is what we're doing right now. You asked for how that money,
breakdown.
a breakdown, how it came about, and that's what this is, so.
More specifically.
Yes. And other than that, right now in our breakdown, the only unallocated funds we have is the 49,000
The
that got
49,000
returned.
that
Yes,
returned.
Yes,
Correct.
thank you.
Thank you.
You know, again, Judge, I think that, well, I don't know, I'll bring it up under audit
Yeah,
department.
under the other thing,
Oh, okay.
let's keep it on that item
Okay, we're
on the
good.
agenda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then moving on, that's just a report, and we don't have any, to item number 7, discuss and consider allocating $300,000 of precinct 2 ARPA funds to the Colonia Septic System electrical improvements. And that is on your allocated funds. This
Right.
is not in anything else, so.
Right.
And that, I assume, would be your motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Judge, just point of
yeah.
clarification real quick. What, I know it says the septic, but for what area, Commissioner?
My area.
But just in general, or
Yeah,
a
we-
certain project?
You know, well, we're
Have the
looking,
project
oh,
selected yet?
Tierra Grande and Petronila, 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
estates.
So do we need to designate those, just to be specific, or not? I don't,
No,
What did ARPA say? Do we have to do that on the vote thing?
probably,
Where's
right?
Anna?
I think we have to,
No,
Yes, Your Honor, we will make sure when we do it for the report, that we will have to make sure each one's identified separately, yes.
so do you want to go, like, I did mine like London drainage, but then
Yeah.
I'm coming back to specifically allocate to projects. Do you want to go ahead and do that, just to be specific?
yeah, but let me ask you a question first. What if, Tierra Grande is one, Petronila, 1 and 2, estates is the other one. If we have money left over, can we go to another
Yeah.
project?
As long as they're identified,
You
presented,
just-
and
Same
allocated
thing.
by
Well, we're doing
December
the same
31st.
thing,
Yes.
Which is gauges and motor, the electrical. Okay?
You would just come back
You
and
have to
reallocate
do
it
the
to.
same. It's just if
Yeah.
you have funding left over, you can
Yeah.
allocate your
Okay,
money
so do
as
you wanna-
long as
Because
it's.
this is from your unallocated, you're
Right.
allocating it to a
Right.
specific
Right.
location.
So do you want to
Okay,
say?
It'll be Tierra Grande and Petronila
And
estates number 1 and 2.
It's this right of way, like kind of what we did in precinct 4?
No,
or
this is for gauges and electrical
Okay.
for the septics.
You're actually putting them in.
Well, they're actually putting, I got you.
I guess, you're putting in electrical, right?
Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
I think you made the motion. I don't know who seconded it.
Hernandez
Okay, so do
seconded.
you want to amend your motion to specifically identify those projects? Commissioner?
Yes.
Tierra Grande and,
Yeah, I can just re-identify the project under that. Allocations will be Tierra Grande and Petronila estates 1 and 2.
So the motion has been amended. We have a motion from Commissioner Gonzalez, seconded by Commissioner Hernandez. I assume you're still fine with that, Commissioner? Yes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Moving on to item number 8, discuss and consider approving International Consulting Engineers' request to include Adura as a subcontractor for the ARPA projects and approve the order. And
how does that
I-
work?
I
Like-
had the question about that, and Michael and Jenny talked, and this, we let them explain.
No, I just want to make sure, because I don't think they're
We
on.
did, I checked with the attorney and Michael purchasing about it.
Legit, I don't care. Is it okay, Jenny? I mean, Michael, everybody good with that? I mean, on ARPA? I mean, Anna, whoever,
This is item 8.
8,
I believe we discussed this and
Yes, the current contract that we have with ICE states that they are allowed to subcontract certain portions of the work. And the contract does require, though, that they get written permission from the county to do so. And that's what this order is going to effectuate.
and that meets the ARPA standards so that we're okay with them.
Yes, because it also holds the subcontractor to all the same ARPA requirements that the original engineer was held to.
Great.
The county will get a bill from ICE, because the works, there'll be, that subcontract will be between ICE and Ardura. And
the
so
only,
we'll still
when
get a
it was
bill from
brought to
ICE.
my attention, we thought they were gonna have to come back for every specific job and get approval from the court.
Individually.
But after Mr. Robinson talked to the county attorney, they said, no, it belongs on this side. They don't have to come back for every job, that ICE can use
Yep.
them as a sub,
So just for note, for other contracts that you have,
Yeah.
if you have a engineer that needs to subcontract some of the work, they can use the similar order for their master service agreement. And then any projects, work authorizations that come about after that can be applied in the same manner that this one is.
You had a motion already, and we had a second? Yes. Did we have, well, I'll accept a motion, thank you. I couldn't remember if we've already.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Thank you. And item number 9, discuss and consider selection of Adura for engineering services for your precinct 2 Colonia septic. And I believe that's what we just voted on, those electrical improvements, and
Right.
you're just wanting to
to hire
select
the
Adura.
engineer
Wait,
out of
so,
my funds.
but, right, but wouldn't we then, because Ardura's not on the approved list, wouldn't we have to hire ICE and subcontract? Or how?
No, this project comes from the CDBG,
Oh, it's not coming from ARPA money, yes.
but I'm using my monies.
Yes.
No,
to
no,
hire the
no.
engineer, right?
Yeah, I got you. So this isn't ARPA. My apologies.
And we moved
Capital outlay.
those monies from the CDBG I had to pay for this project.
Fair, second, I'll second his motion, Judge. I misunderstood.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item number 10, receive FEMA reimbursements update. Anna, thank you very much. You're back up.
I apologize. I didn't attach the items, but I do have some.
Do you have
some
something to
paperwork
pass out?
be passed.
Is this the point, Judge, where you say, please get this timely in so that
Yes,
we can? Okay, go ahead.
yes.
I'll just,
Please.
Shame on you.
so you're just not picking on me today?
You.
Yeah.
You should know better.
I know. That's fair. I thought we got it in, but we didn't. That's on me.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you want to explain your attachment?
Yeah, 'cause I don't understand.
The one attachment with reimbursement request, these are the requests for reimbursements submitted already to FEMA, and these are basically the same reimbursements that we had in the last presentation, updates for FEMA. If you see the workflow step, it says complete. When it's complete, that it means that they have already reimbursed the county. With this particular, the COVID-19, it was actually upfront money of $2 million
Where
on
is
this
the
one.
complete where? I don't see the.
On-
Oh, yes, yes.
On-
Workflow
yeah,
step.
step, yes.
Got it.
And so we really didn't get a
Reimbursement.
reimbursement from it because we got upfront money, but this was towards that upfront money,
It is
advance.
showing that we have completed their requirements and they have accepted our expenses out of that money.
If there was an adjustment, that's the adjustment amount. So the total eligible is what was towards the upfront money of the two advance money.
And what was some of,
Very-
I'm sorry.
was very simple on it, just what did they deny and
Yeah.
how much did they deny?
That was my question too.
You know,
Still not, we had some, I was sat in
Well,
on
they had a-
these meetings
I know they got a
too.
report back about a month ago, I think, right, from FEMA saying that they weren't gonna pay for certain things because they needed more information. So,
That's pending, everything is
If it's,
pending.
if it has expensive documentation review, that means that they requested some additional information and we submitted it and they're still reviewing it. So it is not a complete item, so we don't know what the final number is going to be.
and do we know what those items are? Because it doesn't say here.
Or
Like
if
you-
they've outright denied anything.
The meals were outright denied,
The-
as we knew they would be.
Number
Yes.
8,
Number 8.
we submitted 16.
That was the meals.
The meals
Yes.
that was from the RMB.
Yes.
Spectrum.
Fairgrounds.
And what's number 9?
I apologize, I forgot the breakdown.
And what's number 1?
I can come back and get that paperwork, I didn't
The
have
only
it.
3 that are pending, the rest are complete, is
We have like,
number,
what's the adjusted amount for number 1?
The Lexus, the software, because it was, but we submitted it with another application. So what wasn't submitted on, wasn't approved on these, we did submit another application because on this particular grant award was for vaccination only. So if it was anything related to testing, it wasn't approved.
So the one thing we know has been rejected has been the meals for the 69,000, right?
Correct.
And then you don't know what that 24,000 is just, you need to go look, right? Is that what you're
And it's
saying?
not final yet.
That one's not final.
No,
It's
the 24,000.
only final is the 69,000 in meals?
Correct. Well, and the 122 on the first one,
But
that's the software.
but then you
we
reapplied for
we
it.
applied
But
for
we
it.
haven't gotten that complete yet.
We did get an award in late November for the application that we submitted for other expenses that weren't approved through the vaccination grant, and that was $1,981,531.76. So now those, we have to submit requests for reimbursements. We have to attach the invoices with the backup documentation of proof of payment and
Wait, what?
go back again.
Wait, I'm confused now. What's the, that's
So-
an additional 1.9 million?
Yes, sir. The second attachment,
Yeah, and again, we
if they
just-
were not related to vaccination, they were not approved through the FEMA advance, the 2.2 million. So, and Haggerty is the one that submitted all
So,
that application before they left.
Excuse me.
But we did get an
Go ahead, I'm
award.
sorry, go ahead.
We did get the award for the 1.9 million.
So how much short are we?
yeah,
I mean, this is getting confusing. So we know the meals have been rejected. We know you've reapplied for the 122 somewhere else, but that's not been talked about yet or decided upon. And we don't know what the 24,000 is, but then this 1.9 on this second sheet that we just got, that's another 1.9 in addition to the 2 million?
It could offset the 2 million. We did get an advance on the 2 million, and only so much has been approved so far. But we did apply for 2.2 million, and we got 1.9 million approved, which is the breakdown for force account labor of overtime, force account equipment, the materials, rental equipment, and.
That was approved?
That has been approved. But we have to also now submit all the documentation and request reimbursement like we did on the other one.
So
They went through the stuff and all the items, and they said, okay, that's eligible, that's eligible. But then they move, this is like an application, and then we have to move it over to the TDM workflow, and then we have to request reimbursement, go through that process again.
So, okay, so when will we know how short the county is or how not short the county is, based on your best math? Because that's really what it boils down to is,
a year.
like, what do we,
Well, we can provide another update in March, see where we're at and then, and see. This is vaccination, COVID.
Was the 1.9 an advance also? It was
That's
just
why we have
something-
to
yes,
request.
Yes,
So are
okay.
We have
talking
to
about
provide all the
2
documentation.
million plus 1.9 million?
Yes.
Or 2 million
Yes.
We got-
including the 1.9 million?
No, we have an advance of 2 million.
4 million? So
That was
4
in the
million.
bank. That is in our account.
So we're talking, there's 4 million of expenses we're trying to get reimbursed, 2 million that we got up front, and another 2 million? Is that fair, or am I understanding this wrong?
Well, the 2 million was an estimate that we would have that expense,
Say
but
that
some,
again.
the 2 million that we received and advanced
uh-huh.
on was only for vaccination. So this is
Right.
what we told them, that this is what we're gonna spend, but we have not spent 2 million towards vaccinations.
The initial one
We have
was
spent 2
they
million.
gave us
I know.
upfront.
Excuse me, but we have spent the
to
2
spend the
million,
2
right?
million.
Yes,
We just don't know
it's
where.
not towards vaccination, it could be testing.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know where the money went to, really. You know, it'll take you a while, or take them a while, to tell us how the money was actually spent, except for the monies that went to vaccination, that they approved, right?
Some of the receipts were turned in and they were not eligible expenses. And I think those then same receipts will be turned in against this grant that possibly is eligible expenses.
If the receipt was submitted under vaccinations, but it was
It wasn't
stated
all-
as testing,
Yeah.
it's still COVID, but it was testing, then they said, they rejected it. So we submitted as an application for all other expenses related to COVID-19 for them to review. Now, every expense still has to be reviewed and approved by them, and some will get rejected and some won't. I mean, it depends on what kind of backup documentation and proof they want to see, and we may or may not have.
And when all this is over and done with, will you give us
Yes,
a
sir.
list of what was rejected and why?
Yes, sir.
And how much?
Yes, sir. I'll bring more detail, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And through all of my meetings and conversations with other emergency managements and stuff, this is common in emergencies. It can sometimes take years to get all of this done. I know, I want it now, I want it black and white, this was approved, this was not, this is what we have, this is what we owe. But it isn't that simple. From what I have heard from every other organization, this is the process, and it is a long process.
FEMA is a very long, drawn-out process, as we saw one time we had Hurricane Ike back in many, many years ago. It took us 15 years to finally get it resolved.
So,
And it's taken us 4 or 5 years sometimes for other.
For any other
other
grant,
things,
yeah.
but-
yeah.
But we should know, I mean, we should be able to tell or give us what, every quarter, what's been denied, what's been approved.
Okay.
You know. and-
A simple report like that would be helpful.
$2
Just
million.
A more breakdown of the,
They gave us $2 million in advance.
Mm-hmm.
We probably didn't ever use those $2 million totally, right?
We did not.
That's what happened, because we're supposed to use those $2 million before we ask for anything else. So how was the balance of those $2 million that we didn't use?
Well, it's not that we didn't, I think we turned it in, but they're not approving. They only do vaccines on this $2 million.
on this, the 2 million has to be related to
Right, I
vaccinations.
understand.
So we may have spent $2 million, but it wasn't all towards vaccinations,
It could have gone
Yes.
to some food or something like that?
or testing, or, you know,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
And in March, bring back another
I'll-
report maybe with
Yes,
something.
I'll try to
and
do it
I-
on a quarterly basis
I-
with more
yeah.
detailed information.
And I know y'all have worked with emergency management as well and
Yes.
future emergencies. And a lot of this sometimes is documentation, and you're in an emergency, and if you don't have someone sitting there following the paper trail, this is how mistakes happen, this is how it costs the county. And I want to commend Dee, because I know she is going to be very hard-headed about that and needing those people in there in the documentation. But it's what the county needs, it's what we have to be reimbursed.
And just to let you know, some of the, since it was during COVID, we were receiving a lot of the receipts by pictures or,
Yes.
you know, and they weren't legible. So some things like that will be rejected, you know, because there's not, the date isn't there, we cannot prove, you know, did we go through the process, you know, so that's, has to be very clear, and that's what emergency management is going to be attempting to have corrected for the, hopefully not another disaster, but.
And also, on this side, for us commissioners, when you have something in your area and you order something that you want or you demand something out there, you know, help helpful follow-up with keeping those receipts and turning them in, that's exactly what they has. Paper trail is everything.
trail.
The documentation is everything in this kind of stuff, so, yeah.
And the
Thank you.
quotes, you know, even though it's emergency, the attempt, did you call, show me that email or contact that you did attempt, and some of that we couldn't retrieve. Sometimes it's because the personnel is no longer with us and didn't provide it to somebody else, so we don't have it.
March will be another update, thank you. Item number 11, discuss and consider the establishment of the Nueces County Health Unit pursuant to the Texas Health and Safety Code, Section 121.004. Approve that order and related matters. And I know the county attorney has been working on this quite extensively. And I think she has said we are ready to go on approving this. The start date would not be until April 1st, though.
And I believe I have a final draft. If you have one in backup, please disregard that, and I will circulate an edited version of the order.
Just one question on this
Go
in
ahead.
general. I mean, overall supported, and thank Commissioner Gonzalez and of course the county attorney and everyone else for working on this. I guess this is as binding can get. Can always, if things change within our county, we can always kind of undo this, right? It's not,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
okay,
you can always get out.
yeah. Sounds good to me.
This is a health unit, not a health district, so there's a very clear difference in the two, yes. Yeah.
So we're changing it to the health unit.
I will accept a motion.
Wait,
and-
okay. Go ahead, sir.
Motion and a second. A motion to approve the order and with corrected
We name it.
contract, I guess, that you have, or corrected
I can't even,
corrected order.
why is this font so, I had a hard time even reading this.
It's light.
It's light and it's small, and I've never seen this kind of, it's upside down.
Machine.
Small. What are the corrections that need to be in there? I guess I would ask that. Is it major or is it
No.
simple, minor typos?
I don't know. I just received the corrected document this morning. So I don't know what changes exactly are in there, but I can
Could
figure
you
that out.
maybe
and give it-
bring that back maybe after executive? I'd kind of like to know before we vote, just, you
Yes.
know, without it.
I'd still like some lengthy explanation on it too, so.
Yeah.
Were we voting on what? The name, just the name to put a unit?
Well, no, to
The
establish
order
it pursuant
to create the order.
and
to-
approve the order.
yeah, Approve the order.
I don't even know
The
what this.
health unit, to create the health
Oh.
unit. And she's fine, but she just had some last minute changes, and before I vote on something with last minute changes, I'd like to know what they are. Yeah.
Changes.
Yeah, and I'd like to kind of get an explanation legally from the county attorney as to the
If this
exact
is-
meaning of this order and what it's all saying, and,
So do you want to pull that item into executive?
I mean,
We can, okay.
I'd like to at least, I don't care if it's here or executive, I just want you to explain
We
it.
have to put it in.
Oh, we can do it out here after executive, maybe get the information and,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an executive. I
back.
just- Yeah, I don't care where we do it, I just want to understand
Hey,
it.
they're already on the way out anyway, look,
Do what?
that's what they put on the website, city.
okay, so we will bring that back. Item number 12, discuss and consider the upcoming Commissioners Court meeting dates, workshops, and related matter. I know there is a conflict for June that,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, go ahead.
Judge, thank you, and I apologize to the court, I missed this, because I didn't note the two back-to-back meetings in June. I would like to ask the court that we move the June 12th to Tuesday, June 18th, because June 19th is Juneteenth, and June 26th, I believe, is the Commissioners Conference, Commissioners and County Judge Conference. So I would like to see if we could move Wednesday, June 12th to Tuesday, June 18th, if no one has objection to that, please. So I guess that's
12 to the what?
Tuesday, June 18th.
Wednesday, June 12th to Tuesday, June 18th. And that was just, if someone doesn't like Tuesday, June 18th, we can look at another one. That was just what I came up with because I figured
It'll be
it'd
a
be.
Tuesday instead of Wednesday.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
because of June.
June 19th is out and June 26th is out.
Okay.
So that would be my motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Is anybody have a conflict with that or a problem?
I mean, I may just have to zoom in for that meeting. My son's almost an Eagle Scout, so he's got camp that week. But as long as I get a signal, I'll climb up to a mountain and I'll zoom in.
No, we could do it. No, hold on.
But I'm good with that. I mean, as long as everyone else is here, I just want to make sure there's a physical form here. I can always just zoom in if I have to. So I'm good with that. I mean, I get it.
Okay.
We need to move it. We need to move it. I'll
Okay.
And
I'll
as
be
long
good.
as we have 3 people here and the others.
Yeah, that was my
fine.
only concern.
Yeah.
As long as we got a physical quorum, then
Okay.
I may just have to
Okay.
zoom in.
I hate to, well, okay, that's.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be a
Do
problem.
we have to have a motion or do we just
Yes.
move it? Okay,
have
we
to-
have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Okay, we are moving our June 12th to June 18th.
Thank you.
And then moving on to item B1, discuss and consider the approval of an MOU between Nueces County and Youth Odyssey related to truancy. This is a no-cash match. The ANO is stepped out, but it even Judge Benavides spoke about this, how good it was for the community. I don't think we need Anna to explain. There's no cash match. It's fine. It's a grant. I'd make the motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Anna is back if you have any questions for her. It says no cash match. There is no matching funding. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. The motion passes. Anna, you snooze, you lose. We almost missed you. Moving on to C, Public Works. Receive an update from the Director of Public Works County Engineer, Mr. Pimentel, regarding the courthouse project and the jail roof project, including the sewer piping project and other related matters. Thank you.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Judge, Commissioners, I have Govan here that's going to be presenting for the sewer piping, and then we have Richter Architects that's going to be presenting for the roof project. Bob, I'm going to hand out some, is that okay, Judge?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pimentel.
So, I think Govan is going to,
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. I'm Govin, attorney, and I have David Richter and Bob Mitchell from Richter and Associates with me. We're going to make the 2 presentations today. One is for the roof project, and another one, the plumbing piping project. I'm going to turn it over to David to give the presentation on the roof project. Thank you.
Thank you. Our firm is, and with Govan, has completed the documents for re-roofing the courthouse. Also includes replacing skylight, also includes the roof over the breezeway to the jail, and also includes the jail.
can I interrupt you very quickly? Y'all did this a while back, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, this is not, because we voted on having someone else come in and we haven't been contacted by them. So I just want to clarify to make sure that they don't think we did this in duplication. This was done previously. We weren't aware that this had already been done when we asked the Texas Star Roofing or something, State Roofing or something, yes,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. And I think the duplicate, I think that other effort was for the jail only, if I'm
No,
not
it
mistaken?
was
the
for all
whole
of it.
thing? Okay. So in any case, I think you've been just distributed a summary of the cost estimate that we prepared some time ago, has been updated, that shows the values of, and this is, by the way, a complete re-roof, a complete tear-off down to the bare concrete, new insulation, it will,
And I think, Judge, it wasn't duplicate. I think it was, we wanted to bring in someone who had specific roofing experience to make sure that we were not, no offense, but overdoing, and that we were doing only what we needed to do for that roof. So I do think it was intentional, because I don't know how,
These prices seemed, or.
right, I mean, we're fixing to spend
estimate
a lot of
that-
money,
yes.
and we were gonna spend $25,000 to make sure before we spent 10 that we needed to. That was the point of it.
Have you been contacted by that person at all? No. Nothing?
And we got the
Nobody
contract
has?
signed?
We sent it the day we signed it in court. yeah.
Okay, well, nobody told me that. I could have
I've
reached
tried
out.
to, I've reached out twice
No,
myself.
no, I
Yeah,
can,
okay.
I can reach
Okay.
out. Nobody, I just didn't know you were having trouble getting hold of them. I'll be happy to reach out, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not comfortable spending $10 million on something until we have that consultant do, this roof and everything else, until we have a consultant come in and look at it, because that was what the court.
$10 million.
Well,
what
let's let them
this
go ahead
is,
and
right?
finish what they
So
have worked on, yes,
well,
okay.
yeah,
Sorry to
we're
interrupt
just
so
here
many
to,
times.
to give you an update on the estimates, and honestly, I'm not sure what the status is on your deliberations. Obviously, you're considering alternatives, so that's fine. I would just say that when we did our project, we evaluated lesser cost alternatives, like an overlay. You know, there are various technologies that you can do to rejuvenate a roof, to overlay a roof. There are people who will say that gives you 10 years. There are people that'll say that it'll give you 20 years, you know. But in fact of the matter, by our experience, at some point, you reach, and even by code, at some point, you reach a position where there's really no alternative but to completely replace the roof. And that's our opinion, is that that's where you are with this roof now, that any kind of overlays will be short-lived and may not provide the service that you would like and that the building deserves. And we found no good alternative other than a complete tear-off. And in fact, the new codes permit you to do, if I'm not mistaken, 2 overlays, is that right? 2 overlays on a roof, and then you're obligated to take it off, because continuing overlays on the roof basically just degrades the roof, and it's not even accepted by code. So we found in our evaluations that it's our opinion that the proper thing to do is a complete re-roof. You will get better energy performance in the process. Overlaying doesn't change the insulation at all. This basically gives you new higher performance insulation that the building, would benefit from. And it'll give you a roof that will serve many, many years into the future.
Can I ask a
So that's-
question? Can I ask a question too? I thought the total new roof was the courthouse buildings, and we could do a maintenance, an overlay possibly on the jail buildings, because they were only a single roof, that we could do that process to maintain and maybe extend the life a while.
I think that is correct. And the documents that we prepared were for complete overlay, I mean, not overlay.
Complete new
of
roof
everything.
even for the jails, so this
Correct.
price is very high, it's not.
The total is, but it's broken out, and we have the ability to bid it in pieces. We have the ability to take off the jail entirely and not bid it at all as part of this project. So it's very flexible. It's entirely according to your judgment, what you want for the courthouse. So,
And this, Judge, is exactly why I think we made a decision to hire that person to because I don't have a clue, right? I mean, I don't know what we need, and so I'm not doubting Mr. Richter or Govan. They're great at what they do, but this is why the court made that decision. So I'm sending an email now to reach out and tell them to contact your office to get that done, and I'll call them as well too, because I need a little help on this.
I left a message too.
Yeah, no, I know you
didn't
did,
just
so
call.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
and I
don't
think you
understand.
tried
I
to
didn't
call
know. I
once
apologize.
too.
I didn't know.
Another roof assessment or what?
That's
So-
the one we did, the 25,000 we approved for him to come, in a previous court that we've already approved.
But we already have one already.
I was assuming when we did that one, my understanding was these numbers were old, that this had been done a long time ago. When I got that document yesterday, it says it was done fairly recently, but,
I think I think most of the work we did was this past summer, so maybe 6 months old. Not older than that.
No, I
right?
think one can
So-
probably answer that
So,
question.
yeah, one.
So what roofer was involved in making making this determination? Like, what roofing expert did y'all consult when y'all were coming up with what we needed to do?
Bob, you,
Yeah, Commissioner, I don't have the name of the, I think Commissioners Court had hired a previous roofing contractor prior to this project, and, was it I think it was Ameritech. And
who's Ameritech? I don't know who that is.
yes,
sorry.
sir. It was some contractor that came in and did an assessment on the roof.
Oh, that was Armco.
Armco, I'm sorry.
But that's the
Armco.
one that you had that was like 2021 or something, and we were told that that's the reason we went for the
Right.
other, because the date of it was so
did it,
old.
Armco.
Yes, yes.
Who's Armco? I don't know.
It was before me, so
It
I
was
don't-
it was a
Yeah,
roofing
it was
con,
before you came
Yeah.
on. The year before you came on, Judge.
that's correct.
But I thought they did a complete assessment of the whole roof, and that's what at
But-
first we had come up with 5 million and whatever, but then we started talking about the layover, gonna be, and now we're saying we're not, so of course it's gonna be more. But, like Judge mentioned a while ago, the jail, we don't have to include the jail on the new roof. That could be one of your maintenance, operations,
And to the microphone, sorry, they can't hear you online.
Could be your maintenance operations, one where you do the layover, right?
That's correct, Commissioner. And I think that's the reason why on the summary sheet, Commissioner and Judge, or Judge and Commissioners, under building number 1, which is the maintenance courthouse, there's an estimated cost of about 3.4. Is that correct, David? And then for the skylights, because the skylights, we had them looking at the skylights too, because.
Would that be a replacement of those?
Yes, ma'am,
two,
it'll be a full
replacing the
replacement
skylights?
because this was built back in the 1970s. And right now it doesn't meet the new impact requirements for windstorm. And that's something that would probably have to be done also as part of this project, or would be recommended. And then the other part is the buildings 2 and 3, which is the old jail, and that's about 1.2, 1.3. And then the building number 4, which is the new jail, is 2.4 mil.
But it is
approximately.
my understanding that the jail roofs are only a one-time roof, so there could be a maintenance
Yes, ma'am.
applied
That-
to them, a roll-on or something that would extend the life.
That's
Yes.
something that we could look into.
The coating,
And
Yes.
put a, yes.
So really, we're talking about just, the skylight and building 1, those go together, that's the main building, right? So they're talking about $6 million or so, 6.5 million?
That's correct,
This
Judge and Commissioner.
and
And the skylights.
Yeah, right. and
But
it's
and the building
The
attached.
tower, the tower. and
tower,
yes,
Well,
ma'am.
it's still 6 million point
Don't
something.
leave the tower off of it.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry.
excuse me, it's a little more than 6 because it's 3.4 for the main courthouse and 3.4 and then
7.2.
some.
Okay,
3.7, but there's a portion of building 2 and 3. Buildings 2 and 3 is the breezeway and central plant and the old jail. And so it really, the breezeway, central plant, breezeway, what we're calling utility, represents maybe a quarter or a third of that 1.2 million. So there should be about 300,000 or so that rolls up. So what we're saying now is it's like 3.8 for the roofing and 3.8 roughly for the skylight. And that would take care of all of the original roofs redone and then leave the jail for the overlay. I apologize for not having that rolled in, but we just in the discussions this morning realized that it had been broken out in different ways than what was appropriate. So there's a piece of that third item, the buildings 2 and 3, that needs to roll up into the main courthouse.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that update, and I think we're gonna have to contact the other person that we've done, so the roof thing is done. If we can move on, I guess, to the pipes. and we'll bring that back. 21?
On the roof, Judge, are we saying, are we ready to go for bids on the roof?
We've already approved that other company to come and assess, and we have already hired them and done a contract with them, so we need to bring it back. If you can't get a hold of him, Commissioner Chesney, by, so when do we want to bring this back? The next meeting, the first meeting in February?
You know, this whole thing, the roof and the piping, really, it's not to go to everybody else's funding, right? I mean, we don't know what to spend, how much we're going to need until we get these two projects off the ground.
It's putting a hold on everything
So
because
we need to move on these two projects. And Govind, really, we need to move on them. And I think you're ready for that, right? Think you're ready to that, for move
For plumbing?
forward on the plumbing
Yes, sir.
and the roofing?
Well,
Well, once we.
the roof, I think, is gonna be the decision of the court.
if you get in touch with him, we can put the roof back on for the next meeting if you talk to him, if he has.
He's gonna have to have time to go
He hasn't
evaluate
even
it.
come, but we've already approved it and he hasn't come. I mean,
No, he's gonna have to have time to go do the evaluation. He's not gonna,
Yeah.
like, he can't do that in a week.
when did we vote on that?
Well, I didn't know anybody was having a problem getting a hold of him. I mean, I mean, I deal with him on a regular basis. I didn't
Oh, you
realize.
do?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't ever have a problem getting a hold of him, so I'll try.
And he hasn't been here. Y'all have not been notified that he's already been here, because I think when you contacted him,
Even
you told him it
signed?
was urgent. Yes.
No, I did right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I meant when you originally asked for the assessment, because we wanted to move forward. This is ARPA funds. We have to move forward.
I haven't done anything on this since we voted on it, Judge. I mean, to my
Let's
knowledge.
bring this back. We'll put it on the agenda
I didn't-
for
I-
next week's meeting.
I'm happy
for
to
the
take it
roof.
on. I just
Just
wasn't
to
asked to
address to see if he is available or has
Yeah,
done
that's
anything
fine.
or something. Just another update.
I'll put it on my
The
list.
roofing section, can you write that on there, Teresa, to put it back on there? Now we'll move forward and you can tell us about the plumbing issue.
Okay. Thank you, Judge and Commissioners. So the presentation for the plumbing lines, at the replacement of plumbing lines at the courthouse and the jail. Can you change? Next slide. Okay. Just a brief project scope. We were hired to do the engineering services to provide the inspection and evaluation of the existing condition. Go find out how many areas, what we need to check and what we need to do. We found out that there's approximately 6,500 linear feet of pipe in the county courthouse area and about 14,000 linear feet in old and new jail. It's approximately 20,000 linear feet, that pipe that we needed to inspect and check and figure out. We performed the inspection on it. 90% of the inspection is completed. And what we are finding out is what everybody thought of. It's old, almost 40-plus years old pipe. It's almost to its life. And I'll show the pictures as we go further down, that it's needed to be done something. And so we'll talk about that. We met with a plumbing contractor who has been working in the courthouse and so has a lot of knowledge. And so we hired him as our subcontractor to do the initial inspections and investigations. And that's how we came up with all the pictures. The picture starts next. Next slide, please. You can see that small pipe, which is a plumbing pipe, which is, they try to color it. You know, it's a cast iron pipe, but they try to color it, but you can still see the rust still coming through the thing. It's the metal, if you look on the where the hanger is, the material is different kind, and so it's electrolysis is taking care of it, and it's creating more damage. If you look at it, there is a hanger on the left side hanging out there, but there is no support. Hanger support is broken off or probably not installed, and so that pipe is hanging out there by itself. But we found a lot of that kind of a situation overall. Next slide. You can see the same thing of the pipes. If you look at that big green pipe, it's a long stretch pipe, but there's no hanger support to it. So it's supporting, it's on its own weight and its connections and so forth. Next one. This is the main header pipe coming from the jail. It's a 10-inch header pipe that goes out to the discharge line, and you can see how big crack it has. And that's what emits the sewer gases, when it backs up or plugs up or thing of that. So that thing has to be, that's what I was talking about, is to the end of its life, has to be replaced. Next, please. This is the vertical coming from one floor to another floor. Normally, we have a clamp support, so the pipe doesn't go from one elbow to another elbow supporting itself. We normally have a clamp and support provided at the floor. And this one, as you can see, there's no support provided, so it's having its own weight on the pipe, and the corrosion is now expanded. And so normally you see the gap in between the floors. That's also kind of covered up. So I kind of jumped in, and I already talked about the concerns, and so that's the next slide is, next slide please. So it talks about the concerns, what is there. In the jail, main concern is, in the old jail, there is a crawl space between the cells, and the pipes run through the crawl space. There are no cleanouts provided, and I don't know why, probably in those days they were not. We checked at the jail standards, and jail standards currently says that cleanouts are not a problem if it is separated out from the cell. And so what happens currently is, if the pipe is plugged and if something goes wrong, the cell needs to get emptied, the whole fixture has to be moved out, and that area then becomes a cleanout. So in this project, what we are planning to do is separately provide the cleanout, so nobody will have to move. The maintenance people or the repair people can go in and use the cleanout to clean the areas. Next one. Same thing in the county courthouse. Recent repairs were done, updates were done, and what has happened, what we found out is the cleanouts are now behind the wall, so there's no access to it. So what happens is, if they have to do, then they have to cut out the wall and get to the cleanout and fix the wall back again. What we're going to do is provide the permanent panels that maintenance will have access, so they can open the panel, reach to the cleanout, and do that cleaning up, and don't have to keep on breaking the walls and repair it all the time. Same thing, what we found out, that there is the line which goes by the parking garage, which has a rust damage and the cracks, and that emits the sewer gas, and that's how sometimes when you come from the restaurant area, you smell the sewer gas. That's the reason why that is there. So, next slide. The P-traps, the person is now trying to clean the P-traps. The P-traps don't have the cleanouts, and so they have to take the P-trap, clean it out, and so forth. So I'm just showing the pictures. We were lucky that they were doing that, and we got the pictures of that. Next slide. Now, this is self-explanatory how bad it is, and it's damaged fittings and leaking the vent gas through it and so forth.
Wow.
Next one. It doesn't stop only in the building. Now, when the lines come out of the building, going through your grinder pump and going out to the main discharge, you can see even in the ground. So we are going to go fix not only in the building, but this part also. Because if you don't fix this, it's not gonna help. Though it's not in the part of the building, but it is part of the project, because I consider that coming out of the building, going all the way to the discharge main header is what you need to have. So we have done all our investigation. We have found all the information. We have started working on the design of the thing, which I mentioned it to Judge and Commissioner that we are planning right now to finish everything by end of February. We talked about it yesterday after the conversation. Right now, we're saying that we can probably squeeze it by 1 week. We are looking to see whether we can squeeze any more than that. But right now, as I make the presentation, I'm still showing as my chart that my design ends at the end of February. I will update it within the time, couple of weeks, and come back and provide us a new one. I didn't have the time to go back and change that. That basically
We
does it.
should be able to go out for bids on this project, you're saying, by March, first meeting in March, to put
That's
it out. on
correct,
work
and I'm
order.
trying to
Yes.
squeeze it to see if I can go.
And we're hoping that you're gonna surprise us, and we should be able to by the second meeting in February. Correct, Mr. Sullivan?
I'm going that far in, because that cuts down 2 weeks, and it's kind of tough for me to come and say that I will be able to. But right rather than end of February, I think I'll be able to do it by the third week of February. You're asking me, so the third meeting, which is the third week of February, so I am almost there.
Okay.
Almost there, so, okay? We will be, like I'm saying, in here, what I'm saying is we are going to submit the package to the Public Works and also the purchasing, then we will work with the purchasing, and help them during the bidding process. If there are any questions come up, we will answer it. That's as a part of our construction administration phase part of the thing, and we will do all of that and finish that. Next slide. Next. Now, this is where I was talking about my design phase that I will be finishing up by end of February. I will revise this within week or two and give you more current one. I think I will be there probably by the third meeting. Next one. The bidding phase, I have provided the standard 8 weeks. Now, if Public Works and Purchasing can squeeze that in, then it could be that much more squeezed in, and then we can get that much more faster on awarding the contract and so forth. And next slide. And the construction phase starts right after that. It takes about 183 days on construction. That's what I'm showing, which is puts it at the end of the year or the first week of January 25. So the project at this stage, if we get that 1 week in or whatever, we probably be able to finish it by end of 24. And that's what we will try to keep shooting for to get it done. We are going to revise the estimate. Commissioner Gonzalez caught me yesterday, I think, kind of made a comment that $4.3 million budget, we will probably maintain that and try to be in there.
No, probably, that's all we got.
No. I'm saying probably because
Yes.
when I used the word yesterday, he caught me and said, are you sure about that? And so.
Turnkey, right? We like that word, Judge, Commissioner Gonzalez, turnkey 4.3, right?
Yes,
Turnkey.
exactly.
No extra cost.
Commissioner Chesney, if I was in construction business, I would have come out and say that, but unfortunately, I'm not in construction business, I can't go out and say turnkey. But I understand exactly what you're saying, okay? So we're gonna work with Public Works and try to get the project in the budget, and try to push it to get in timely manner.
Thank you.
Next slide is the question answer, so.
No, do we need to take action on this? You don't have anything for us to go forward with yet, right?
No, ma'am.
So we're good, it was just an update.
Yeah, it's just an update what I had, and once I have my next one, which I will have my revised timeline, my schedules, and also by that time, hopefully, I will have all more information to go through.
Going out for
Right,
bid
because
on the next
what-
meeting, we're
Yes,
going
because-
out, yes.
Yeah, because at the jail, what we have found out, that in the crawl space, the laterals look still in a good shape. So we're gonna try to see whether we can utilize that and
Save
stay
money.
in the budget
Yeah,
and
save money.
may even be a little better. But again, I'm not gonna say that this is just updates. I don't wanna go say anything that's going to come back to me.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because it will come back to you.
I know.
Have it on recording, yes.
Thank you. Questions?
Were there any questions from anybody? Anything? I think it was pretty explanatory, so thank you.
Thank you.
It looks pretty bad. We've needed to do something for a long time, so.
Yes, Judge, that's correct. Thank you.
Oh, and I was told for Commissioner Chesney on 11/15/2023, we did the contract with Texas State Roofing. Yes. We,
Send it to him.
Thank you. Just because I'm a part of it, I was asked several times whether I was contacted by the Texas Roofing, and my answer last 3 times was no, we had not heard from them at
No,
all.
you signed the contract?
I signed the contract on 11/15.
He signed the contract?
The contract was approved November the 15th.
I know that, but has it been
Did he sign it
signed?
too?
Oh,
Who does that? Purchasing? Do you have that contract?
Yeah,
too?
has there been a contract given to him, sent to him? Has he signed it?
yes, the original went to Emily to take to him.
To Emily to?
Emily,
no,
once
that
it was
to-
finalized,
Right, but that was before we passed it. She was taking it to
She
review.
took him the final document once it was completed.
Okay, so she took him the final document?
Mm-hmm.
Like signed by the judge?
Right,
I signed
right.
it that day
The-
in
the-
court when they,
Oh, I didn't
when we
even know we had
approved
it.
it.
Right.
Yes, uh-huh, yeah.
Okay, so have you gotten it back?
Yes.
No,
It-
have you
the
gotten a signed
completed-
contract back from him? That's what I'm
Right.
asking. I
Okay, Jason took care of getting him the document to sign, and then once it was approved in court,
Who's
it was
Jason? Sorry.
executed,
Jason-
purchasing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So once it was completed, we gave it to Emily to take back to him, his copy, his original.
He signed it before I did, I think, on that one, yeah.
Okay,
And
so
a
you
lot
have a
of them
signed
they
contract,
bring-
that's all I'm asking. You have a
Yes.
signed contract.
We do.
Yes,
Okay, and then okay, that's what I need to know. Thank you.
you're good, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to item C2, discuss and consider approval of work authorization number 2 between Nueces County and Turner Ramirez for the social services and veteran services.
Judge and
renovations.
Commissioners, we're recommending the approval of the contract. I know there was an updated copy that was submitted this morning, and the only item that was updated was the date to April the 26th, 2023. And I think at the end of the contract number, it has the 426 on it. So I know we met with the county attorney on these items, and they're recommending also, am I correct in saying that, to approve it?
Second.
And this has all been approved by the county attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And this is where we had a limited amount of money for this too.
Yes, ma'am.
This was, yes, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you,
Thank you.
Commissioners. Appreciate it.
Moving on to D1, purchasing. Discuss and consider award and execution of agreement with Impact Strategic Consulting for FEMA Public Assistance Grant Management Services for disaster recovery. Thank you,
Yes.
Michael.
So the court on June 21st selected 2 vendors for contracts. This is the half that belongs to Impact Strategic Consulting. We're bringing that resulting contract. It's for FEMA Public Assistance. This would be
Only in the event of
only in the event that
emergency,
we have an
if we have to
emergency.
use it and it's reimbursed by FEMA. I'll
So
make the
moved.
motion to pass.
Yes.
Oh, I'll second it. He motioned, yes. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Moving on to, the motion passes, sorry. Moving on to D2,
So moved.
Second.
Av fuel for our airport. We have a motion and a second. Any other questions, discussion? I have a quick question, really quick. I saw him walk in there in the back. Did we get our power up with, I know there was a fuel problem, power. My husband was complaining about that. Yes, okay. There's a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Just like to say thank you again. I say this a lot, but Jenny's office and Kent Brown, very instrumental on both of these items, and as well to Dee for her work on the impact contract. And then my assistant purchasing agent, Jason Parker, who did a lot of heavy lifting on all of the back and forth between these groups and with the
Absolutely.
contractors. So thank you again.
Absolutely, a lot of people involved. Thank you all. Item E, auditor, discuss and consider Amazon Business as an addition to the vendor exceptions list.
Yes, Your Honor, as we know, we've regionally started Workday evaluations, and Michael may be able to address this as well, because we're able to add certain platforms to the Workday platform where we can do some regular purchases, and you'd be surprised how many people already do purchasing through the normal process of Amazon. This is a business organization through Amazon that allows us to control the prices with Michael and his item. However, they require that they be paid immediately. Once they get done, it's not a P card valuation, and we cannot use a credit card, so we're able to get to have this done and process this quickly. They will need to check almost immediately from when the transaction is done, so we're asking to add this to the exception list.
If these purchases, and I know I talked to you about this personally, I just think the court needs to, these purchases would almost be better than doing it the other way because they automatically go to the department who did it. There will be a report that shows who purchased this. There's more accounting where on the P cards, we're sometimes waiting people to reconcile their accounts. This would be automatically giving us information.
And it's also going to work together, I maybe talk with Michael as well on this, where they'll be sent to his office and they'll know how, and Michael will know how to then distribute the goods to the proper department.
What about purchases that are not allowable purchases? How do you stop that, or will that be open, will that be
I think we
become
went
a
through that
problem?
process with this, and there are some requirements that working through Michael's office on what can and cannot be purchased through this endeavor.
So then who is the one that will be policing this, or look, I guess the auditor's office, to see if purchases, ineligible purchases are made that on someone's Amazon account? I mean, I have an
It'll
Amazon
be
account.
it's a business account for Nueces County. It's not each individual account, so they
But
can
the
still use their
individual that-
own, but they're their responsibility.
Yeah, but the individual who orders it, we will automatically know which department who
Yes.
orders it. They will
Yes.
have to order with something like that.
Yes, and it'll go through a normal business process to be approved through the normal transactions, yes.
Why are we trying to get other headaches here?
That's
Yeah,
a.
It seems like there might be a question, but what I want to alleviate of concern is, each individual that's gonna be making purchases through this system has to log into the system as themselves. And so we'll have a direct record of who, made in each individual purchase, and we can go back in time and see who made it, when, exactly what time of day that it was placed, and then if we do have an item that is not meeting the requirements, we have a mechanism for the employee to be responsible for those purchases that are not made according to the county's rules.
So those special purchases will be in special motions? I mean, because, you put them on whatever,
The payment would go through a normal special motion because it is a vendor through a normal process. So I would believe that the Amazon would be like a normal transaction. I don't believe it'd be a special motion item. It would be a normal vendor. It just requires that Amazon requires payment within 3 days.
Will it have the individual list with the Amazon, like the purchase order, like the P cards, whatever? Yeah.
Yes, it
uh-huh.
will, yes.
Yes. uh-huh.
well,
What was my other question?
And-
I
and-
think
and
this, to
These
me,
are purchases that
seems-
exist right now.
Yeah.
We already have purchases going to Amazon through the P card method. And this is actually a more secure, better tracking way.
To
of
me,
doing
it
that.
seems that's why I wanted that pointed out, that this, you have to log in. It is the individual, and there will be a record of who ordered it. The last and final question would be for the county attorney. I know we have a hard time once somebody gets something. What is the avenue to get it returned money? Because we can't withhold money or take money from people. If you purchase something that is wrong, how do we get it back?
Well,
Or
we'd
how do
have
we
to
get the
look
money
at,
back?
I'll have to look at that contract with that question in mind to get an answer, but normally, I think when people make a purchase on a P card and the auditor catches it, they have a mechanism for getting that back.
We request for the employee to refund us.
And
the
they
balance.
walk in and pay for it. You can't withhold it from their check or
We cannot,
anything,
no.
but yes, that's what I meant. And if someone is,
No, like Michael was saying, this is actually integrated into Workday, so it automatically will do a normal workflow process to find out what department what a transaction is and provide a list of who did what.
and that report will be on ours too periodically,
yes.
whenever you,
Once
I
we,
guess monthly
once we have
payments or
the
whatever.
transactions from Amazon, we'll make sure you have a list of who purchased what and why.
Does that happen on a regular basis? People purchasing things that really they shouldn't?
A lot of times, we've gone through a lot of process where they use their P cards to purchase Amazon, and with the P cards, we don't have the control of we do with this business function where we can't catch it until we actually see the invoice come in, then we go, well, this is not a true expense, it doesn't qualify for this, and then we turn around to the department head and the employees say, why was this done? And sometimes we work with Michael saying, well, this needs to be refunded because it was an invalid purchase.
I just think, what I want to know is maybe sometimes some employees get in the habit of ordering things that they know they shouldn't and say, well, I'll pay it back later because by the time.
I wouldn't say it happens a lot, but I'm sure it happens some. I wouldn't go as far as people just buying stuff and bringing it in, saying, I'll pay for it later, because it's quicker, but we do have some controls of P cards, and Michael and my division works with this, and we audit the P cards almost daily, because we get transaction daily, and we make sure that the department validates the P card transaction to make sure it was a true purchase, and if there's any abusement of those cards, then Michael will shut the card off.
Okay. Okay, so
I thought we were short-staffed doing all this other stuff now.
So,
Damn, I don't know.
sure, if it ties to the P cards, I'm a little,
This
It's
will
not
not, this will not be on the P cards, no.
It's not, it's essentially tying to the purchase order system,
Correct.
which is more secure.
So
It
you
has-
have to have a purchase order in order to buy something on Amazon.
Well, it creates an automatic purchase order, is what
Oh, it does.
I guess. But it's through that side of the house. It's not through a credit card. It's not tied to.
When it does
credit
that,
card in any way.
the purchase order automatically goes to the normal business process and notifies the managers and everything what's going on.
and why,
Automatically deducts from that department's
and
budget.
tell me
Yes.
again why this has to be on the exceptions list?
Amazon is a normal process. We think we can purchase through Amazon. You can use your credit card to pay this. However, this is a business type of function. And Amazon will not allow you to use a credit card. It must be through an ACH, direct deposit to them within a few days of the transaction to make sure that they get their money.
I'd sure rather at least go through the county judge's office. I mean, you know, where it's not just purely pre-approved, or somebody take a look at it. I mean, I
I
just,
know, Michael, you might have went through, I didn't go through the presentation of the Amazon. They've got a PowerPoint that we can show.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking, generally speaking, on Amazon purchases, we're talking, maybe some specialized paper, pens, envelopes. There is a dollar, max purchase they can't exceed.
Yes.
What is that?
I think they cannot exceed 5,000, right? That's
Oh,
the,
that's pretty high.
well,
I went through the training. It's a limited number of items that are appropriate.
Oh, okay.
So it's not everything on Amazon.
right.
I'd say, I'd still like it to at least run through the county judge's office.
Yes, we will, when we do the
Before.
process for payment, the county judge will get the information, yes.
Prior to it being
Prior,
approved.
before, yes.
I would make a motion that it's added to the vendor exception list, but that it requires it to be run through the county judge's office before it can be approved.
Correct.
Second.
Sorry, Judge.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 It's great to be queen.
Yeah. Don't forget, when I'm out, you are
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right. Wait, except when I'm in, never mind, I'm just kidding. Except when I'm pro tem, I'll, never mind, I take that all back, just kidding.
Yes. Okay. Moving on then, thank you. I think you had something else you wanted to talk about, Dale, you wanted to mention, or, yeah?
Well, I know it's not on this because it only talked about Amazon, but Grants has asked if we can bring back on the exception list the Veterans Assistance Program and the Veterans Treatment Program, because the VA's trying to get involved and getting the payments. I don't, if you're,
With the Texas Veterans Commission, we have those two grants through them. We do request reimbursements on a monthly basis, but in order to request reimbursement, we have to have the invoices and proof of payment. And they will not accept or approve invoices paid over 60 days.
And that's not noticed, so I would ask to put that on a future
On an-
agenda.
Okay,
yes.
we'll request it on that.
Well, we
bring it
don't
back.
have an other related matter,
So
so
we need,
yeah, okay,
so we
sorry.
need, just put it on for next week.
Put it on for next week, and tell Peyton they'll add it for next week, even
Thank
though
you.
it's late. Yes, okay.
10-4.
That's all you have, thank you. Or do you have
I got
the,
a question for Dale.
Dale, go ahead.
Dale, thank you for the information you provided me with. I asked at the last meeting, but I'm a little confused on the, I think that, and again, to me, I've always said, give us the whole 9 yards of what's going on, the amounts. And I know that On the ARPA, I know we had a lot of, when we get reports, but we don't, never mention the interest that's generated. And I think to be transparent of what we really have, what's going into the general account, you know, so, because might be a time we might be able to need 300,000 or whatever.
This has to do with the previous item with the ARPA
Right.
balances, the ARPA update, so.
So, and I know I know we've gotten millions in far as the interest is concerned since we started. So, I think when we do a report, we should be transparent all the way as far as what happened, how much we have, where we spent, also how much interest has been generated to the general account. To me, that's doing the whole thing, right? I mean, not just part of it, but that's what I would like to see. And I've asked for that, I guess, several times, but I appreciate what you gave me, but it's, I just got it this morning. And the other thing that, unless you want to answer to that one first, I guess, before I ask the other question. Dale,
Yes.
on the interest, do you have anything on the interest?
When we first started our process, the Treasury allows the funds from interest to be accrued and paid to the general fund, and we brought to the court, and the court authorized any interest earned from the accounts we received from ARPA to be transferred to the general fund.
I have no
And-
problem with that, but.
And that's
we
what
need to
we've
know-
done, so.
I have no problem with that, at least keep us informed of what's being put in there. I mean, you know, if it's got 5 million, 6 million, we should know. I mean, if it's 5 million or 6 million, because that's 6 million we don't think we have, you know, we have. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody else knows any different, but I think that to be transparent, we should have a complete report of all the funds and where they go. So, I mean, that's just, again, I mean.
We will provide you a list of all the interest that was earned on ARPA funds and transferred to the general fund.
Yeah. The other thing that I have on, and at least it brought it to my attention again today, when I asked about I think Commissioner Hernandez at the last meeting questioned that some checks that were made and belonged to a emergency district. You know,
We don't process any checks from the Emergency Services District.
But what are they coming out in the special motions?
I'll just check, I'll see what we do, I think with the last drainage thing we have for the Water Control Service District.
Is that on his Hazel Bazemore stuff that Teresa was working on?
No.
No?
That check
We don't pay, the last one we had was for the Water Control Service District, it wasn't to the ESDs.
No.
Was it on the check register for this court?
Yeah, no, I think it was last quarter we questioned it.
I'm sorry, what item are we discussing?
Edward Youngman is one of them.
I don't think this one's
If-
anywhere on there.
Is this
on the-
discussion related to an item on the agenda, Commissioner?
Was it audit, was that, I don't know. I mean, just, I mean,
The last one you were talking about, ARPA funds, there was an item on the agenda for an ARPA update, so that was okay. This was not, if you're just asking about a specific check that was written.
yeah, I mean, he's getting a report on the audit report, so I'm asking from, as far as from the audit report, why are we showing these checks? And how do we get these checks in the Nueces County accounts if we don't, it belongs to the Nueces County Bishop District Drainage. But it shows in our account.
If it went through our accounts, that's where you get the information. We're the county division for the Drainage District 3 because they only have a small account, but that's the only one that's the only one we account for.
But it doesn't come to us. We just hold
We're
their
just
account for
bookkeepers.
them, bookkeep for them, because they don't have staff or big enough.
Again, is there any way to mark that, to know? I mean, because we saw, that's why we get questioned last time, because we saw those checks. You see, it came out on the special motions. So if they're coming on special motions, they're not ours, so why, they shouldn't even be on the special motion.
So you just want a note added if it's not county?
It's not
Right.
county related, it's just, yeah.
If it was not counted, it shouldn't have been on the special motion. I'll verify why, if that was the case, then I'll make sure why it was there.
And I think there was like
It's just
three,
an
I think there was
accident, yeah.
three of them.
Okay.
We didn't even know who received received them. I think we have to do some research.
I'll look it up.
Okay,
Okay, that's all, I think that's the two things I had.
that's it.
Yeah.
Going back, are you ready for 3A11? Do you have on the health unit the changes to the contract? Do you have the notes before we go into executive?
So I went back and the item that was provided to commissioners there in the packet, I believe that should be acceptable.
Okay.
If you want to just stick with that one, that is page 523 out of 625. The one that we have is slightly different, but this one should suffice.
You don't have a problem, you're not going to make a change to it then,
No.
so. And Commissioner Chesney, you had maybe another question on the health unit?
I'd just like you to give a general explanation of what this says.
What the order says?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So, Chapter 121 provides for the health unit, that's the Health Reorganization Act. I believe Commissioner Gonzalez has been instrumental in trying to bring forth healthcare that, not healthcare, excuse me, but public health, and could provide an explanation of what he hopes to achieve there. This is set to come into being, my understanding, the day after the Public Health District is dissolved on the last day of March. But I'm not sure what your questions are further.
This is not to take effect until then, until the.
Correct.
The termination of the
April 1st till
current
the
contract.
termination.
so
Maybe-
basically, what is it, so,
We're not saying clinic, we're saying unit.
right, so a health unit, this order establishes it,
Yes?
right? Super hard, again, kind of hard to read, but, okay, I don't know what even to really look for. I mean, I've read it, but is there something
The
specifically
difference
that
in
you
this and the
did,
health
that you
district, maybe.
designed? Like what, like how,
There is a whole host of responsibilities that I would love to update the court with in executive. There are
Okay.
lots of responsibilities. There are some
That's
that are
what I
not
need.
responsibilities of the court. And so I would ask to do that in executive.
that's what I need to understand. Like, I'm trying to figure out, I don't want to just create something that we don't
Let's move this to
understand.
executive right today.
Okay.
Yes. And 551.071?
Yes.
Okay, is there any other business? Otherwise, we are ready to go into executive. I haven't missed anything else. It is, we're going to executive session. Public notice is given that Commissioners Court may elect to go into an executive session anytime during the meeting to discuss matters listed anywhere on the agenda when authorized by the provisions of the Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. To the extent there has been a past practice of distinguishing items for public deliberation and for those for executive session, the public is advised that the court is departing from that practice and reserves the right to discuss any listed agenda items in executive session when authorized by law to do so. In the event the Commissioners Court elects to go into executive session regarding an agenda item, the section or sections of the Open Meetings Act authorizing the executive session will be publicly announced by the presiding officer. In accordance with the authority of the Government Code, Vernon's Texas Codes, Sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.073, 551.074, 551.0745, 551.076, 551.086, 551.087, the Commissioners Court will hold an executive session to consult with attorneys, including matters related to litigation, deliberate regarding real property, prospective gifts, personnel matters, including termination, county advisory bodies, security devices and/or economic development negotiations, and other matters that may be discussed in an executive session. Upon completion of the executive session, the Commissioners Court may, in an open session, take such action as appropriate on items listed in the executive session. We will do item A, consult with the county attorney and outside counsel on legal matters related to cause number 2024 CCV 60001-3, Nueces County versus the Jones Family Trust and all related matters, Texas Government Code 551.071. Item B, consult with the county attorney regarding final payment to Armor for inmate health care pursuant to 551.071 and all related matters. Item C, discuss and consider the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of the county librarian. And I'm sorry, the county librarian is out, and our prayers are with her while she is recovering from surgery. The airport administration department heads, and this is simply a department head evaluation, Texas Government Code 551.074. And then item that we're pulling in is 3A11, discuss and consider the establishment of the Nueces County Health Unit pursuant to the Texas Health and Safety Code 121.004 and approve the order and other related matters, and that is the Texas Government Code 551.071. It is 11:25, and we are going to go to executive session. Thank you. Okay, thank you. We are back. It is 12:43, and we are back in session from executive session. We have one item to bring back up, item 3A11 on discussing and considering the establishment of the Nueces County Health Unit. And I believe we have a motion.
I'd like to make a motion, Judge, that we establish a Nueces County Local Health Unit
Order.
order replacing the clinic area. The name says clinic instead of clinic to be unit.
Just all we're doing is establishing a health unit, right?
Establishing the Nueces County local.
Establishing Nueces County Local Health Unit.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
Fernandez, second.
To be effective on what date, Commissioners?
April 1.
April 1st,
2024.
2024, after the expiration of the current contract.
There you go. Good, Lane. That's good. Like it.
Very good. Awesome. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. That is the end of our items on our agenda. Are there any adjournments in memory? I have one, if you're, but go ahead if you're ready. Do you have one? Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to, just in memory of my wife's first cousin and my cousin through marriage, Patricia Allen Sharon. And she was a retired school teacher for many years. She loved to bake, great baker. And she's always taking kids in her house. So I want to just, at the family, I will definitely miss her. And our condolences and prayers go out to the Sharon family. And I know she was a wonderful lady.
Very sorry for your family, yes.
Thank you, appreciate that.
You have another one?
Another one I have is my very dearest uncle. I call him Uncle Alfred. He's Alfred Moreno, passed away quietly and peacefully, surrounded by his children. He was 91 years old and born in Austin, Texas. He attended Austin High School and married his high school sweetheart. He is preceded in death by the love of his life, which is really my aunt, Rosalie. And offered he served 9 years in the Navy Reserve and lived his life as a patriot of his country. He retired after 30 years of service from the Austin American Statesman. His greatest pleasure was his ranch in Bastrop County, tending to his animals and hosting family members and family outings. A devoted Catholic, he was a member of St. Catherine Church since 1998. He enjoyed traveling, especially enjoyed traveling throughout Europe. He enjoyed the company of his 11 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, and especially enjoyed watching them grow up. Uncle Alfred, he knew everything there was to know, and he could explain to anything you wanted to know, he knew it. He knew the answers. So he was a great guy and did a lot of talking. He will be missed by family members, and may he rest in peace, and I know he's joining my aunt right now in heaven.
Absolutely.
Condolences
Very
and
sorry.
prayers.
Yes, very sorry for you and your family.
Thank you.
Commissioner Chesney, you said you have two. Do y'all-
Thank you, Judge. I'm having a hard time finding obituaries. I will provide those later. The first one is Grant Cable. Condolences to the Cable family. And then the second one that I have today is Will Rowland, who many knew Mr. Rowland, who was a famous baseball player here from Corpus Christi and a local baseball coach. And he passed away unexpectedly this past week as well. So condolences to the Cable family and the Rowland family. And I will provide those obituaries as soon as I can get them. Thank you.
Yes, very sorry. Mine is to one of our Nueces County employees, Rebecca Ramirez. Rebecca Ramirez, who worked in many years with Nueces County in auditing and then most recently in risk management, peacefully passed away on Tuesday, December the 19th, 2023, at the age of 68 after a short illness. She was born in Corpus Christi to Ruben Martinez Sr. and Josephine Martinez. She was also a breast cancer survivor. Rebecca loved to sing, enjoyed fishing trips with her grandkids, and loved road trips. She had a deep appreciation for classic films like Gone with the Wind, excuse me, and more recently enjoyed watching Korean movies. She was a committed Nueces County employee whose dedication to the safety and well-being of her community were unmatched. She will be greatly missed by many. She is survived by her loving family, including her daughters Veronica Gonzalez, Vanessa Martinez, Vivian Terry, and Melissa Terry. She is a cherished grandmother to, I believe it is 16 grandchildren. The visitation for Rebecca will be held at Funeraria del Angel Everhart in Corpus Christi on Friday, January the 12th, 2024, from 5 to 9 p.m., and a Holy Rosary to be recited at 7 p.m. that same evening. The funeral mass will be held at St. Teresa Catholic Church, 1302 Lantana, on Saturday, January the 13th at 10 a.m. A celebration of life reception will follow that mass. And all the county employees and everyone who's had the opportunity to work with and around Rebecca, we want to extend a very sincere, heartfelt condolences to the family of Rebecca.
I wanted to share a little bit about Rebecca. She was just such a pleasant person to be around, and always brought such energy to our meetings when we did safety briefings before then, and she was given the responsibility, and it just really a positive start to what were a lot of times long meetings. But she, like you said, Judge, she's a dedicated worker. She loved her work family. She loved being an employee of Nueces County, and so it was sad, shocking news to get when of her passing, and of course, yes, our thoughts and prayers are with her family. So.
Prayers and condolences to the family.
Prayers and condolences. Any other adjournments in memory? Then I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. Yes, I'll second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and we are adjourned. It is 12:51.